Big up to all those in YouTube land. A decent win for Chelsea, even though we get a little bit of luck. The inside of the post saves us in Copenhagen. But we've got a good leg at home to go, so let's see what happens. Let's do this. Big up to all those in YouTube land. Big up to JPT, my brother in Chelsea Blue. What you saying, my guy?
Not much, man. Good to have the stream again. All right, big up Deals, big up JK, our other guests coming onto the show as well. Yeah, all good. Gotta watch a little bit of the game as much as I could while at work, but yeah, happy for the win. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm all right. Like you said, happy for the win. I was very, very, very puzzled by the starting lineup. I can't say I agreed with it because I'm not
Uh,
being funny. Enzo's still treating this cup like it's not the only thing we could win. He's still second rating it. Because like I'm not being the lineup. Even though I have to say Tyreek George played well as well because he got an assist as well.
yeah.
Like I was a bit like, is this guy still not taking this competition seriously yet? Because it's the only trophy we can win, so you better start taking it seriously. Just quickly before we get into this, a bit of housekeeping. Big up Chelsea Sessions, my brother TT. Hope you're doing good, my guy. Keeping it real. Big up TT, and obviously JPT doing his thing. Certified JK says, be up on the guys. I'll be at about 12 quarter past. All right, so he's going to be a minute or two. Norris JK, we were running late. Yes, we were. Big up Wolfie, be on in a minute, just sorting out my money. Everyone's just sorting something out.
Oh, Mama Flossie, how are you
We've
doing?
got DJ Crane in the building. How you doing? He says, just got back home and boom, the Blues crew is back. Well, we had to do a bit of a late one because during the week because we've got more of our going on during the latter half than the previous half. Oh, big up Mama Flossie in the building. Queen being the busy. How you doing? How you doing, mate? You right? How you doing? Sorry if we're keeping you up. How you doing, Mama Flossie? Just stopped by the show. Some love. Thank you, honey. I hope you're
That's
doing well,
good.
Mama Flossie. Good stream with you. And obviously Budgie the other day and Fuzzy and Jez. It was good to catch up with everyone. Everyone show some love for Mama Flossie, man.
Yes,
Thank you,
please.
man. Hope you're well. Love the video about the dogs, by the way. I hope they stopped attacking your feet. I'm sorting out my bowel movement when nature calls, says DJ. Yeah, there was no need to tell us that, Tony. I appreciate the information, mate, but there was no need to tell us that. Yes, sick. No, but yeah, JPT. So what did you think of our performance for what you see of it?
Um, just good enough, I guess. I mean, a little bit nice for us to go into the second leg at the bridge with that 2-goal lead, but um,
Likewise, man.
it just looks like something was always gonna happen with that clean sheet. Can't ever catch a
Yeah,
break. Talking about the starting lineup, I was confused too. JK would even tell you when the lineup came out. Yeah, I think he even sent me the lineup, and I was trying to make sense of like they were playing in a back three. Why? I mean, trying to make sense of why Reece James and Gusto were both starting.
mm,
If we're gonna play with Mueka up front, why not just put Josh Champong as a right back and then save one Gusto and James for Sunday, and then also even for the Arsenal game coming up. And I think Maresca went into with all these factors in mind because what is it? Our next 4 games is the 2 legs with Copenhagen, Leicester on Sunday, and then the week later, I believe it's Arsenal.
yeah, it's
So
Arsenal. Then we got
if that's
Spurs
the
after.
case, and then Brentford, so we got 3 derbies, and then throwing up this Conference League legs in the mix too. So
You're not throwing up your
quite a
legs, are you,
busy schedule
JBT? You
coming up.
dirty soul.
No, no. Not unless the bills are due, but so far all my bills are paid, so I'm good. So it's
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. When
um.
I saw the lineup, I was like, "Ugh." It was
Were you surprised, Moeka? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but just that one was the one that I was kind of like, man, can we have just saved this for the Leicester game?
well, I don't know because one thing about it is I didn't really do much, did he? because
No.
like he was started, but he didn't really get involved that much. Because to be honest, when you look at our shot, what we had 5 shots the whole game, 2 on target. So when it comes to going forward, not really anybody had a spectacular game. Apparently, after being announcing his engagement, I think Enzo was the one that injected vigor into it.
Yeah.
Injecting being like a coin of phrase, but because I don't really think anyone in our attack, maybe Tyreek George with his assist.
He was
Who
heavily
else? Like,
involved. Palmer had a bad game. So
oh, but he's
he
been
came.
shocking for weeks, though. Sorry, DJ Crane,
Yeah.
but he has been. He's been shocking for weeks.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Nothing new. So it's just it's another game on that rec or the streak of bad games going on for him. But who else was in the attempt? Weka again, not really doing anything. Yeah.
Sancho.
So Sancho again, second half, all right. And Cuckoo was the big difference maker. Him, Cucurella, and Enzo.
Mm.
All three. I think I would say like nominees for man of the match. Caicedo. Um,
Reece James got man of the match, you know.
I mean, I get it, yeah, because he scored the goal. He played well. He played well. Cucurella, I mean, that's the thing though. Cucurella is like I think involved in the turnovers that to help set up both goals. And but you know what? The one that just or the two names that just coming up to like yeah, okay, they might have had good games, but then these two names had shit games, and that is Dewsbury Hall and Levi Colwell. Horrible
Well, he was subbed on
performances.
at halftime. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, and then was it
Big up,
both of them
Jordan.
subbed
Congratulations on
on.
your win yesterday.
Or no, don't. Dewsbury Hall started, so he played for 45, got subbed off, and then Levi came on at second on the second half in place for who? Badiashile?
No, Balishill started.
Yeah, but didn't
Oh no, no,
Levi
yeah, I
replace him?
think Balishill came off, yeah, and I think he went more to a traditional, well, system. Because I'm not being funny, like you said. I think one of the reasons why he had to make those subs was because of the weird. Because I don't get how you start in Balishill, Gusto, and Reece James.
I think Badiashile was at left back too when starting the game,
I know that was
which
mad. I saw.
so I'm saying what experimenting and as you mentioned, the only cup that we are actually in still because they didn't take FA Cup seriously. Um, of course, speaking of Mama Flossie being in the chat, we got kicked out of the Carabao Cup to Newcastle. Um, so yeah, it's just and we're barely trying to keep afloat to make top four, and then we're trying to really bank on maybe fifth place gets us Champions League, depending on what the placements are going to be. But either way, I mean, it's uh it's a tough hill to climb right now.
Because
So yeah,
because one thing, because on that, right, where do you remember last week and when it came down to the Champions League football, right, we never actually discussed it in the sense of, you know what I mean? I think I mentioned last week about if we didn't get Champions League football, would that help change with the owners? But you know what I mean? Is that, I want to know from you, and I'm going to ask the boys when they come in, is Champions League football now a realistic aim for us based on what you've seen today?
if you based today specifically,
Mm.
it's still a
Because
possibility,
it's
but
the
we're
baby
we are
version of the
really gonna.
Champions League, brother. Let's be honest, we were rubbish. It,
Are you
we
saying
were rubbish,
Champions League
man.
or Conference League?
Well, all right then. Well, the Europa League conference, Europa League is a baby of the Champions League, and the Europa
Right,
Conference League is a baby of the Europa League, and we were
that's a
crapping the baby of the
fetus.
Europa League.
Exactly. No, I'm saying like but if I understood the question correctly, you said, do we think we're gonna make Champions League after today? Was that the question?
Yeah, yeah.
We would
With
have
our
to
form in
bank
the
on
latter half of the season.
Newcastle and Man City to slip up a couple of games, and I see us winning of our remaining games, four at most, maybe five, and that's being generous at the very last day of the season. But it's a lot to ask because we're going to be competing with Newcastle, City, Forest, even though they've been flying high this whole season. As a surprise, I would say at least. A Bournemouth we're going to be competing with, and I'm not sure where Brighton are on the table, but Lord knows we struggle to beat them, and we even struggling to be like them as Clear Lake wants us to be. following the Brighton model bullshit.
I think we still get top 4. I think we still get it. You know what I mean? I feel
Who's
like
dropping out then?
I think Forest drop out. I think us and City will get top 4. But
You know,
again, at the same,
anyway, but Deals, what makes you think we can keep our foot on the gas long enough to get top 4? Because I'm not being funny, bro. For us, for the last month or two, it's not been pretty, bro. How many games we won in? Like,
you say that, but we're still picking up results.
That's the
yeah, but
Southampton.
against who, bro? The
We
last good
still
result we had was against
no
Southampton.
but no yeah, but we're still picking up results, bro. Bro, have you seen the points of Forest, bro? Forest or well, if we win next game, we go higher than Forest because Forest have got City next, and we
Bro,
all
Yeah,
and they
know
that's
can
true.
beat City. I won't be surprised, dude. Like Forest are looking really good this season, and they're looking more consistent. They're and
I
yes,
don't. I disagree. I disagree because
are you just
I
go ahead?
disagree with Forest
They've been more
because,
consistent
bro,
so far.
should I tell you the reason why I disagree with Forest,
Go
bro?
ahead. Go ahead.
Because Forest, the way that they've been playing, yeah, recently they haven't been playing how they was at the start of the season. That's like us, basically. The similar as us. You know what I mean?
When you're gassing out of it.
Yeah, they're gassing out, bro. They're not playing into form, bro. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't think they're capable of getting top 4. I don't think they got the enough power to go to get top 4. Whereas
All
us,
right. So, what makes you think we have the power to get to top 4, like you said?
because
And this is a question. It's not a dig.
we got players like Palmer and Casado and James that can bail us out, bro.
But they have Nuno
Mhm.
bailing them
All
out,
right.
and they have
You think
Chris
the
Wood
quality
bailing
of
them
squad
out.
will get us up there?
Yes,
I
it
don't.
will. It will. I'm telling you now, we were good enough to get top 4, 100%. We are good enough to get top 4. We
Okay.
will get top 4. We will.
Well, all right. Okay. Assuming that you're right,
Yeah.
right, and we do get top 4, do you think we're even ready for the Champions League next year?
No, we're not. We're not. We're not ready for the Champions League. But we will get top 4. We're good enough to be in the top 4.
If it is, I'm looking at Forest's schedule right now, like the remaining games after City, which I'm even still thinking they could beat City. They got Ipswich, that should be a win. They got the Brighton game in the quarterfinals, but won't even count. League wise, they got United, that's a win because they're playing at their own grounds. Then they got Villa at Villa Park, which can go either way. Then they got Everton. Then they got Spurs,
You don't need to
which
look at the points that we're on, bro. You don't need to look at the points, bro.
Yeah,
We're
I
not
have.
that.
but the question is, how many of these games you see Forest losing? Because then they got Brentford, then they're finishing out the last month with Palace, Leicester, West Ham, and then us. I think at that
But
point
what? Yeah, but what's
we
our
beat
run?
Forest. Our run, all right. So this is why I said we might get 4, maybe 5 wins at max. So Leicester, okay.
Yeah,
Then we got Arsenal.
Arsenal,
Then we
Tottenham,
got Spurs, Brentford. So three consecutive London derbies.
derbies.
Then we got Ipswich. We saw what happened last time.
Yeah, we'll beat Spurs. We'll beat Spurs. We're good enough to
Fine.
beat Spurs.
Yeah, right.
Let him finish the
That
running, Bill.
yeah. Um. Then we got Fulham. Then we got
That'll be a
Everton.
hard game too.
Because we're playing at Craven Cottage. We couldn't beat them at our own home this season. What makes you think
Yeah,
we're
they
going to do
beat
better over
us. Yeah, I
there?
remember.
Then we got Liverpool. I don't even give a fuck if we're playing at home. We could play. We could play in the States, and it will still fumble, man. Like, and then we got Newcastle.
We could play in the States.
We
Well,
got
yeah, you're right. I'm
Newcastle
not
at
confident.
St. James. We got Man United, which I think that's us winning. And then again, so last game of the season, Forest. At that point, we should be able to win Forest. That would be our 5th win of the season because at that point, I think Forest locked up top 4. I don't
I
see
disagree
us.
with you, lot. I
That
disagree with you. I
okay.
disagree. The
So
reason
what
why I
game?
disagree, the
Hang
reason
on.
why I disagree with you is because I think we will rack up a maximum points. Remember, we got players coming back from injury.
Hang
You,
on. Maximum points against
you,
who though? Deals.
we're gonna beat Leicester on Sunday.
Okay. What
Then we'll
about
beat,
Arsenal after that? Away.
bro. I think we can do something against Arsenal. You know,
Uh,
as much as bro, West Ham went to Arsenal.
I'm not
West
sure
Ham
about
went
that.
when no, but West Ham went to Graham. What you telling me? Graham Potter went to Emirates and got a result there,
Okay,
bro.
McKenna did us. McKenna did us.
No, but wait there. What the same West Ham team that we beat?
I don't like to do the whole like if we beat them and they lost to them, then we're better. That doesn't work because we gotta see
It's
like if
50-50.
face to face. Yeah,
No,
right.
but
Because it's gonna be the
we
style
got
of play
players.
that's
No, but
different.
We got defensive
but
players coming
would
back.
you not say?
We
Would you
got
not say that
Now or Jordan.
we got players? Yeah, that does not have injuries. We got players. Arsenal have lots of injuries right now.
They do. They do.
Look,
Are they scoring goals so far in the Premier League? No, they're not. They're not scoring
no,
goals in the Premier
I
League.
hear the logic, but the problem is, yeah, I do think because of their defense, we can't score. Because our
Right.
defense is not. I'll say our
Maybe,
goal,
maybe.
our attack is not the best at the minute, bro, and their defense is still reasonably
Yeah,
good.
that's one thing I'll give you agree on. Their defense is good,
Okay.
but
So
they don't
don't get me
score
wrong. If
goals.
Enzo
They
and
don't score
everyone's fit,
goals.
I still argue our midfield can outwork theirs because I think the
100%.
balance of our midfield can be a bit better. But
Our midfield can deal with their midfield.
oh, big up Mel in the
100%.
building as well. She says big up all.
Shout out
Oh,
9.3K.
big up now. Two house to you, madam. Everyone's favorite Canadian. Big up. Sorry, deals you were saying.
Our midfield can deal with Arsenal's midfield, 100%.
Right.
Well, like you
It's
said, they
more-
got no firepower, bro. They got no Kai Havertz. They got no Kai Havertz.
They got no Saka.
no
They got no
Saka.
Saka, bro. They got no
until April.
bro. These guys, yeah, they're relying on Trossard and flipping Sterling. What, you telling me Sterling's
No.
gonna score a goal against
It's not
us?
Sterling they rely on. Don't do that. It's in Nwaneri that they're relying more on.
Nah, bro. That's Chelsea luck for Sterling to score against us, bro. Come
No,
on.
no. He can't play against us, innit?
Can't play against us.
Oh,
I'm
can't he?
not worried
That's
about
good.
Nwaneri playing going against us, man. Like, that kid is talent, bro. That's as much as it hurts to admit, man. This is what we're hoping that Terry George would come into or develop into, eventually. But he's still like a very young talent. I mean, they're
Well,
both
on
are, but
Tyreek
No,
George,
but
you
you
got an
can't
assist for
overhype
him.
these young talents, bro. You can't overhype them, bro.
I'm not trying
Just
to
let
overhype
them-
them. I'm just saying.
Bro,
I'm
no-
just saying, like,
Bro, let's be real, yeah. Let's be real, yeah. They're in the squad because of the injuries, bro. That's the only reason why they're in the squad, bro.
Yeah, but they're
Let's be
shining
real.
deals. They can be in the
Who?
squad,
Same,
but
like,
when they're doing the
Who's
business,
shining? Who's shining? Who's shining?
they want Ian all them lot
Josh.
for Arsenal. They're doing
Yeah,
okay,
but
man. You gotta admit
they're
they are
doing-
doing okay.
They're doing okay, but like you can't overhype them, bro. Like
No, I'm not
I'm not
overhyping.
overhyping
That's
them,
why
but
I
when
asked about
called
their
upon,
Tyreek
they always
George.
show
potentials,
up.
innit? Their
Yeah, but when
potentials, innit?
called upon, they show up, bro. Palmer has even been.
But they haven't done it on a. They haven't done it on a. Where is it? Have you seen them on a progression of a year? When have you seen them
No,
over
yeah, week in,
years?
week out as first team. Yeah, that's a different
That's what I'm
story.
trying to. That's what I'm trying to
That's
say,
not what
bro.
we're saying, Deals. We're just saying when they're called upon, they do what they need to do. That's
Yeah.
it. We're not saying they're gobsmacked like starters from now on. That's not what we're saying.
See-
Big up JK in the building as
See
well.
a Chimpong, yeah, and Tyreek George, yeah.
That's a good talent right
They're
there.
upcoming talents, yeah. But they're not. I wouldn't overhype them and say that they can come in the first
No,
team and regular
no.
starters. Then they're not regular starters, bro.
I'm not
We
trying
know
to say
who
they
our
are.
regular
No,
starters are.
we're not gonna make them into a bunch of manus like everyone. Oh yeah, everyone wants this 17-year-old.
But we know who our main starters are, and we know who the main players in the system is. Cucurella is mainly used in the system highly. He likes to be used in the system highly because
Yeah.
if you look at it,
yeah.
the left hand side is being used more frequently than the right hand side. Like have you
That's not going to
noticed
change
that?
now that Reece James is inverting into a mid. Did anyone hear Enzo Maresca's comments today?
Yeah, I did.
Again,
I heard him what he said about Reece. He said that Reece
Yeah.
James is a midfielder.
Midfielder, yeah.
Bullshit.
Bro,
I wanted to know, like,
bro.
what did everyone? I want to ask JK because big up JK, welcome, brother. What's your reaction to that, my guy? Reece James is a midfielder. You tell me your thoughts on that.
What, do
I
you
think
want
he
the
played
whole
well
ga-
today, though. He
do
played
you
well
want the
today,
whole
though.
Wait, do you want the whole game in general?
Yeah, you can give us your view on the game as well, bro.
Okay.
Please do.
Anyways, about the game, I wasn't impressed. The first half was disgusting. I'm gonna be
Yeah, it
so
was.
real. You know what? If I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't even watch the full first half. I actually stopped watching it early. The first half, like around the 31st minute. Yeah, I went
Yeah.
off. It was disgusting. I can't even lie to you. But the second half, I think it improved better. I think we needed that leader to step up and take the goal, which was good. So we got that, and then the players came on the pitch. And JPT, I don't know. We texted, and I said, look at the stupid lineup.
We didn't. We're
I
trying
think
to make it out. We're trying to see
how the
what the
hell,
hell was he
how the
doing?
hell do you
Mhm.
the audacity to play that lineup? And you know, when I saw that lineup, it made me convince myself. You know what? I think Maresca does not take this competition
That's what I
seriously. In
said.
my opinion, I genuinely don't think he wants to win this competition. I'm gonna be so real. Like you
That's
cannot
sad.
put such a stupid lineup. Copenhagen are not a bad team, for Christ's sake. Do you know
Knocked
what I'm
out Man U
saying?
last year.
Oh,
Been in the Champions
anyways,
League as well, so they're not
I think we are
newbies.
lucky that they had Ilianusi out. All of them
But
key
we were
players.
lucky. Innit? They hit the post. Did anyone see that hit the
Yeah.
post?
Oh
That
yeah,
shot
yeah, yeah, I
hit the
Yeah.
remember
post
that.
and
They
I
were
roll
remember
out. But
that.
I
celebrating in
was
the
like, ah.
stadium.
I
They were
remember that.
celebrating.
You see when I think another thing as well, yeah. I think he started certain players because of the Leicester game. He had Leicester
That's
in
what I'm
his
saying.
mind.
He
He
next
overthinked
4
it, bro.
games.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
He
you
Next
can
4
take
games he had him
them
out.
off
bro.
though in
Stevenson.
the second half,
Okay,
but
cool.
early for
Okay,
that.
you know what, guys? Yeah, you know the fact. If that's the case, let me tell you something. We are not ready for the Champions League at all. We
Oh
might
no,
get
we're
top
not.
four, but I'm telling you, we are going to get
Yeah,
pammered.
JK.
Jules, let him land, bro.
I'm
Let him
te-
land. He's only just
Is
started talking.
Gusto
Let him
yeah,
land.
injured? Is Gusto
huh?
injured? Because I'm
Yeah,
Yeah,
hearing
Gusto's injured.
he's injured.
Gusto's
Maresca. Well,
injured.
so why is Maresca saying that he's okay?
But you can't.
Maybe he's lying.
How many times
It's
did they lie in these
this. I don't
He
know.
conversations?
lied. He lied last time. He lied last time about Lavia and that. I
I
remember.
really don't know. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is this: if Maresca gets into this habit thinking that we can rest player anyhow, without reading a certain game or opposition we're playing first, then I'm sorry. How is he going to cope in the Champions League? That's the thing, in my opinion. You know, you cannot have two teams in the Champions League. That same first 11 has to play. You know that, right? So if they do not get used to playing weekly, constantly, how are they going to play in the Champions League? Do you know what
I
I'm
know how.
saying?
I said
I,
that
I,
last week.
I
this
know
is what
how.
I'm trying to say. So, if I'm going to be honest, there's a lot of concerns watching this game. I think we improved in the second half a bit, just a bit. We got
Mm.
those 2 goals. But, anyways, we go to Stamford Bridge. Surely we will be playing better there. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and also, if I'm gonna be honest, I was listening to a space at halftime. They were saying this. They are lucky that they're not playing like this at Stamford Bridge. Because if they were playing like this at Stamford Bridge, they will be getting booed. I'm telling you. Because the way I'm telling you, I think there's a reason why that they play better at Stamford Bridge. I don't know what it is, but I feel like they
Pressure.
don't want pressure I think is a bit more higher. They don't like it when the fans do all of this, you know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, in
Yeah,
my
but the thing is
opinion,
that they've got to take response. That's the football player. That's a football player's life, bro. You play good, you get cheered. You play badly, you get booed, bro.
it is
Like
what it
that
is. The
that
fans
that's
want to
part and
win.
part of the football.
The fans want to
Unfortunately,
win at the end of the day. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is
JK,
why,
exactly.
did you see Dewsbury Hall? He was shit.
yeah, I'll get on Dewsbury Hall in a sec. But what I'm trying to say is this here. They should expect the booing or this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, we're paying their wages. Not only the people going to the game, the ones that are paying for your subscriptions to watch you on TV. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry. Do you know what I'm saying? And this was the argument going on around Twitter. Do you know what I'm saying? About, oh, if they were playing in the bridge, would they get booed? But anyways, that's a topic for another time. You know what I'm saying? All
No,
I'm
no,
saying,
no, but no. But on
After
that,
first
like, because
half,
that's
yeah.
an interesting point you just brought up. We're Chelsea
yeah,
Football Club. We shouldn't be playing that regardless of where we at. Like JPT said, it doesn't matter if it's at Stamford Bridge, Stamford Beach, or the United States. There
Wolfie.
should be a level.
Wolfie, you see Palmer, yeah? He's been poor lately, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think he understands that he can't keep on playing the way he is? Or
No, I
do
think
you
no.
think
I
he
think that's
yeah,
an
go on.
Enzo Maresca decision. You need to drop him.
Let me tell you this.
Well, you think he needs
What
to be
Or
dropped?
Palmer
over to the
Yeah,
right.
of course.
What
For who?
Palmer is doing, you know what Palmer has? Palmer has is having this thing Rashford is having. You know where he's. Let me tell you this: you have a good season, this that, and the other. He absolutely wipes out the league, the young players, best young player, this that, and the other. But then
Mhm.
there comes to a time where their pride gets in the way and goes like, and they're like, "Oh, I perform whenever I want to." I hate that. I feel like Palmer is actually getting that. I don't know what it
What do you
is.
mean his ego's getting too
Uh,
big? You mean?
Yeah, I feel like the egos get. I'm not saying sell him. This is not. If anyone is telling no, not sell him, but I'm saying he needs to pattern it up.
JK, you think the
He
fame's
needs,
getting to his head?
huh?
You think the
I
fame's
think
getting
Jules
to
is
his
like
head?
getting to his head when
Yeah, of
everybody else
course.
started doing that.
And that's the thing with a lot of.
He's chilling with I see him chilling with Lowski and Vibes Cartel and that.
Yeah,
He's
but all these
walking away.
Yeah,
celebrities,
but
all these
Yeah.
athletes too.
that's what players will do in their free time. But
Yeah,
I'm talking like
any
on
of
the
them.
pitch. On the pitch, he's very, very immature. Do you know what I'm saying? In a
Mhm.
sense where, in a sense where he knows he's being over reliant on. So obviously, what he does is that he joins the group of players that are not doing well. In the sense of he levels down to their performances. So where he, for example, he would, I don't know if you watch him properly, there's a thing that he likes to do where he receives the ball
Mhm.
and likes to just walk with it around without passing to no one.
Yeah,
Or
he
like
likes
for
to go for
example,
goal.
taking ages to release the ball. You know what I'm saying? I've realized that in this game, it needs to kind of stop. Maybe it's a Maresca issue, which I will
No,
jump on
no, no.
because
You know
me,
what it is, JK? I think on Palmer different. I think the problem with him, right, under the Enzo system compared to say the Pot system last year was he's being relied on to be a lot more creative this year, other than
yeah,
just
Yeah.
floating around and scoring goals.
Mhm.
And he can't do it because, like
yeah,
you said, he doesn't. I like Palmer, but if there's one thing he lacks as a player, before he, right, all the good passers of the game, like the dictators of the game, know where the ball's going before the ball's even at their
mm,
feet. He doesn't
yeah.
have that.
I noticed that our football this year has become less route one in a sense of we are just pinging the ball around with no sense of direction, this, that, and the other. Whereas in the first half of the season, we had the ball. Yes, we kept the ball, but we know which route we were attacking to be direct. We are not been direct this season. You see runners go inside through the defense. We do not make any balls at all. Do you know what I'm saying? I can tell you many examples. The amount of times Dewsbury Hall made runs into that box. Do you know what I'm saying? And if only someone was able to dink that over the defensive line. Do you know what I'm saying? I can give you another example. The young striker, I forgot his name.
Mueka.
Makueko, I don't know if you call him. But yeah, he was making runs into the box also. And this is the thing that I think that's what's also losing us games also, in a way. And we're not getting the results we want. We stopped scoring less goals because our football has become less route one. Yes, you have possession, but it's what you do with it that matters. Do you know what I'm saying?
JK,
And
he
that's
wants
the
our he
problem.
wants our wingers to be pushed up. He wants our wingers to be one-on-one all the time. That's what he
There's
wants our
exactly
wingers to
that as
be.
well. And you need to understand the in the footballing industry right now, the quality of wingers have regressed horribly. So
Almost all
which means,
fools.
let me tell you, the sort of system that will suit Maresca, Eden Hazard and Neymar, because the reason why these ones could actually go one on one and
Mhm.
Bro, do
guarantee
you know
he's
who I
beating
wanted? Do you
about
know
two,
who I
three men.
wanted? JK, do you know who I wanted? Kvaratskhelia, bro.
Yeah, Kvaratskhelia is another one because I saw him against PSG. He was cooking. I really liked
With
him.
Liverpool.
And
If
and
you
I-
look
and
against
when I looked
Liverpool.
at this is a player again to the sporting directors. This is another player which we could have got 30 million pounds for. Do you know what I'm
We're gonna pay
saying?
his
But
wages.
let's not talk about this hierarchy because
Bro,
otherwise it's gonna
he's
be
60
long, man.
mil, 70 mil. He went to PSG and we could have got him, bro.
Are you sure? 60? I thought it was
No,
more
it,
less
it's
than that.
70. It was 70. It
Well,
was
it's
70
70
not a
mil.
million.
signing we made. We move on. So
Right.
you know, what I mean,
Yeah,
let's talk about what is, not
unfortunately.
what isn't.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Like JK said.
But at the end of the day, this game, another meh. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, good.
It's them
It
ones.
wasn't so bad in the second half when they picked up. And Enzo came
It
on and
wasn't
them lot,
so
and
bad,
they
but it
scored
wasn't that
another
great.
goal.
It
But
wasn't great either.
Mhm.
no, it wasn't. But it was
Yeah,
better than what was in the first half.
They
yeah, it
were
was
And I
good in
think
the
it's
better. Yeah, of
first
been
half.
course.
Aye, that Sanchez guy is
But
criminal,
then we
man.
move forward, isn't it?
That Sanchez guy's criminal. Him
yeah,
and
yeah. I can kind of see
him.
why Man United fans were happy to get rid of it. It's kind of like they done to us what we did to Arsenal with Kai Havertz. But so to be honest, he
Wolfie,
can be effective, but it's just there's not enough of it.
Wolfie. You see Colwell. He's poor, bro. Colwell's
Yeah,
Well,
poor,
we've
Lever
bro.
been
Cobra.
knowing that. Yeah,
Yeah,
Cole and
he's
Dewsbury Hall.
poor, bro.
But
He's
I've been
he,
saying that for time. I've been saying that since Liverpool away when he was clumsy enough to give away that penalty to Mo
bro.
Salah.
If Liverpool come calling, yeah, give us 60 mil, 50 mil. You know what
Bro,
I
he's not even
mean?
worth
They
30.
ain't
Make
gonna
us
get
go get
him. No,
Morello.
no one's gonna buy him.
No one's gonna buy him,
Morello's
No,
bro.
better.
Especially,
to be honest,
especially
no,
not
no,
for
no, no,
not
no.
for
no. You
50.
guys are looking at it just the wrong way, man. Like, what you need to do is you need to correct the players. Get him to get his timing and his decision making down, man, and he'll be a lot better defender. And
But
one
then
thing
that
about
We
it,
don't know how to
with him
defend,
being
bro.
young as well, and he's never had what you would consider a proper partner at centre back. He needs
Well, here's
more
the-
help than the other centre backs, man, because he's
Bro,
the
Okay,
youngest.
but then Wolfie,
when he was playing for England under 21s, yeah,
Mhm.
he had a partner beside him. That's what covered him. Now, like this level of football is different to the under 21s, bro.
But you know
You
how
know
I
you
what I
get
fix
mean?
that,
that? You know
but
how
he's
you
still
fix
young.
that?
He's only
but you know
22,
what's
bro.
tiring? You know the most tiring thing about football is that you have one centre back, and then we think about partnership, partnership. What about you alone as a defender? Are you good
Hmm.
enough? And then let's be honest, he's never been that good. Never, ever, ever. No, I'm sorry. Even last season, I didn't like him. I know people will go on and say, "Oh, he was played left back by Poch." No, even when he was a centre back, do you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I really don't rate Crowell.
We
If
should have
anyone wants to
should
buy
have
him,
sold him.
please bin him. I don't care about partnership. Nothing, please.
All right.
He's
So, what do
rubbish.
we think of Reece James's new role then?
I mean,
He
He's the
played well
invert.
today, but just
I
just
think
do
I
not play
think
don't
he's
the.
don't
I
put him as
think he was good
DM,
today. I
please.
think he was good today, but it's Copenhagen, isn't it? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we see when he plays in the
That's what
midfield
I'm
against
saying.
we see it when he played against Aston Villa. Did it
Mhm.
work out? Not really. You know what I mean? So like, bro, his main position yeah should be a right back, but you don't attack, you defend. That's what he should be. You know what I mean? Not somebody that bombs up forward because he hasn't got the pace to do it. You know what I mean? Especially
Body
with the
can't take it.
injuries.
I mean, he did, but like he lost it after the injuries. That's what I can say. Remember
Yeah,
Tuchel,
he
he was
ain't
the
got the
one
body
scoring
for it,
goals for
bro.
us.
Yeah,
I
and this man
guarantee you
wants
that
to,
guy takes a deep breath every time
and
he sprints.
this man wants to stop it with him to play flipping Reece in the midfield. Bro, next week you'll see him in training. He will be getting pulled up in training. You know what I mean? Because he's playing in the midfield. You know what I mean? He hasn't got. You need the energy to play in that midfield. You know what I mean?
Hmm. That's true.
You
You got
know,
to cover a lot of ground.
the thing is, yeah, this is what I don't like about young managers. They really want to make a system work that is not working at all. And this is
Mhm.
the problem. And Maresca, this not only Maresca, is every young manager. And this is why I'm close to saying the managers in the market are declining as well. Do you know what I'm saying? You're never going to get a Jose again because they know you have to play to your player's strength. Do you know what I'm saying? Look what Ancelotti is doing, for Christ's sake, for Real Madrid. He does not play people out of position, only when he really needs to. And also, he caters to their strengths, each and every one. It's not like one is playing there, this, that, and the other. He doesn't do no false nine
JK,
crap.
this guy had
There's
the
a reason
audacity to
why they
play. This
wait
guy
deals.
had the
There's a
audacity.
reason why deals. There's a reason why. There's a reason why when you watch them in the Champions League, they might not be convincing to your eye, but then if you look at it, like as in like, or people say they're terrorist football, this, that, and the other, it's because they're not using this false nine. They're doing it the old traditional way. The
Mhm.
ones that will win you games, get you results. Do you know what I'm saying? I know this sort of football won't win you the league in the Premier League, but the problem is, yeah, the good thing is it can get you trophies in the knockout rounds. And then this is the thing: if you can't go for the league, you need to be able to go for these like knockout trophies, FA Cups, or Champions League, even especially. And I'm not saying this is not really applying to Chelsea. I'm just saying managers in general. So I'm kind of going away of Chelsea. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I
There's
hear
not
what
really
you're
much to
saying
talk
because we
about.
always talk about how stubborn Enzo is and he'll die on his
Yeah,
laurel. Because I think it's safe to assume, I don't think anyone. Right. Does anyone here raise your hand if you actually genuinely think Enzo Maresca is going to be in charge in Chelsea in 2 years' time?
no.
I think he
Kate's
stays
sitting
next
next to me
season.
laughing,
I think he stays
and
next
she's a
season.
Wolves
No,
fan.
I think he stays until next season. Still,
Because I'm not being funny.
do you know
Because I
why?
know
Do
the
you know
tide's
why? Do you
turning
know
on
why?
him.
Do you know why I think he might stay next season? Yeah, bro.
Because he got
Cool.
the Club World Cup.
No, it depends on who we're gonna buy in the summer as well. You know what I mean? And I feel like we will have a better season than the last 3 seasons next season because, you know, we're not gonna win the Champions League. No, we're not there yet. We're not. I'm not saying we're gonna win the Premier League. We're not there yet. But what I will say, we're building. You know what I mean? We're building, but
Oh yeah, I agree with building. But the thing is,
it's the
because
process
this is
of
why I
building
didn't
more.
agree with the protests a week or so ago, deals, because the protests are premature, and
It's
that's
the, no, but what I
hang
was
on,
gonna say is, yeah,
let me say this, because
people
one
need
thing
to
about
people need
on
to accept where we are We're not that club where like under Roman. Like people need
It's
to
a different
understand.
game now, bro. It's not football's not the same as it
Yeah,
used to be, right? And I'll tell
yeah,
you why, right? Back in the
yeah.
day
But
when Roman came in the Premier
Wolfie,
League, yes,
uh,
sir.
there's standards. Yeah, cool. There's standards, 100%. But people need to
Hmm.
understand the people that who we're dealing with, bro. We're not dealing with a Russian ownership. We're dealing with American ownership. That's you know what I mean. Business. They're
Yeah, I hear
business
you, but
first, bro.
football's different now to then, though, because there's a lot more financial constrictions.
What do
That's
you mean?
why a
There's
lot of
more.
teams are suffer in the next couple. Bro, I tell you what, yeah, with the amount of games they're adding and the amount of restrictions they put on most teams to their budget, bro, I'm telling you, a lot of teams are going to start suffering over the next couple of years, bro. Mark my words. And with the Club World Championship being bigger and everyone that was in it for the last 5 years being invited back, bro, that's like a World Cup now for club teams. And it's
Yeah,
like it's just adding more and more. What? Because you really want to see Reece James and them like have another extra 10, 15 games at the end of the season? No. Let that guy heal, man. Let that guy get a pre-season in. Let
That's
that
what I'm
guy get
saying.
his
There's no
fitness.
days off with these guys. I'm sorry, but just yeah, there's for these footballers, there's no
Because
off season anymore. There's no
I'll
free
give you an
time.
example, right? I'll give you an example how football's different, right? We're Chelsea Football Club. We've won so many more trophies than a lot of other teams around us, so to speak. But look at the 23-man, 24-man squad now. Then you look at the 24-man, 23-man squad that Jose would have got when he first took over.
we had
And I'm
four
telling
strikers,
you,
bro. We
there's
had
a
four strikers.
vast difference in bro. The difference in quality between the two is it's not even funny. And I'm telling you, I've been watching football for a very long time now. I'm telling you, bro, like it hurts to see football how it is now, bro. What you think every goal I want to see is a mistake? Oh, it's the goalkeeper giving the ball away. It's
It's
the
too soft
defender
as
back
well.
passing and all that kind of
It's too
rubbish,
soft.
bro.
It's too soft as well. The referees judge on easy tackles, bro.
Bro, bro, I
Easy
remember back in the
easy
day,
tackles,
when
bro.
you couldn't get through teams' midfields, let alone the defenses. The
Wolfie.
Italian teams in the 90s, bro,
Mm.
with their defenses and their midfields, they're monsters. But you think any of the teams around now would beat them?
Wolfie, it's the same with
No.
the play. It's the same with the quality of the players. We all know Michu, right? Michu from Swansea.
Hmm.
How much will they be selling him now with the quality he has? Because I'm telling you this, Michu, players like Michu, I'm talking Wilfred Bonny. You know, even like let me look at if you look at the Premier League, in the
Hmm.
days where we said the Premier League is that league everyone puts their eyes on, with the quality of players each team had, no matter relegation. Remember Peter Crouch. Remember, I'm talking each, not only the big six, each
Yeah, just
team,
the quality
mid-table team
throughout the
had
league.
their
You're right.
own. Yeah, each team had their own standout player, which ruled the league and made it the face. You know what I'm saying? You go to Swansea,
Letizier for
Michu.
Southampton as well.
You go to West Ham.
JK,
Remember Carlo
JK,
Torres, Tevez, I think Tevez.
Hmm.
Wait, wait. And also remember Carlo Tevez. There was also who else? Oh my god. I'm trying to name them
Someone
all.
like
Remember the striker from Swansea with the dreadlocks? Oh, the black guy that will
Well,
do
but Adebayo, not
that
Adebayo.
crawl. That guy that do that crawl.
Oh, I know who you mean.
Yeah, the guy that looks scary.
Yeah, yeah, he always did the Panther crawl, didn't he? When he scored a
Yeah,
goal. Yeah,
him.
yeah, I remember.
Very
Yeah, I can't remember his name off the
him.
top of my head, you know.
Remember Gabbiadini? Remember Gabbiadini in his prime? Remember
Hmm.
Charlie Austin? Remember
Oh
Charlie
wow.
Austin?
Yeah, so he
I'm
played for.
telling
Yeah, I
you,
remember Charlie Austin, bro.
it's like
I remember
if
guys like Nicholas Bentner and them lot as well.
Nicholas
The
Benta
Lord.
and who's this guy? I think Ben Arfa. Ben Arfa?
Ben
Oh,
Arthur was a
Ben
good player though,
Arfa.
man.
Ben Arfa was
Yeah.
a
Ben
baller.
Arthur was a baller
The streets
though.
remember Ben
Oh
Arfa.
yeah, what's his
Yeah, he
name?
was a good player.
Payet.
Yo,
Payet. Remember Payet?
Bro, I remember man's like
yo,
Hey, bro,
Dimitri.
who remembers
Dimitri
Uber
Payet. Do you
Martin?
remember? These are the ballers we had. I'm telling you now. How
A
much will
young
they
Seamus
cost in
Coleman.
today with the way the football is right now? How much do you think they will cost? How much do you think these are the sort of players that we hope to spend 100 million on? Do you know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
instead, we're paying this on players that, for example, that suit a certain style. They don't have that natural tech. They don't have that natural quality.
It's
Do you know what I'm
system
saying?
first.
As in that no matter which system they play in, they can thrive. These were not the players. These were not the players back then. Do you remember who else? Remember Colaccini from
Remember.
Newcastle?
Hmm?
The Argentinian centre back Colaccini from
Yeah, I remember Colaccini. Yeah.
yeah.
Young David Luiz, I used to call him with that haircut.
Remember how good he was. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I
Bro, I remember
understand
I got
Newcastle
look
were
good a
not that
lot of
great
mans were in
then,
a lot
but
of different
he
leagues.
really stood out.
Mm-hmm.
See, the
But
quality of
the
football
problem
has
the
died,
problem is, yeah, you know what it is, JK. I'll be real with you.
especially
The
in
way they
England.
try and play football in England is too quick, too quick. And the
And
problem is,
obviously,
and this is
and
when it gets highlighted in
another
European football is like
thing as
with
well.
us,
Yeah,
yeah,
fans,
you pass the
fans.
ball around a lot and you ping it around to all these different players, but you don't do nothing with it because you're
I
playing
Oh
with
yeah,
quick,
Wolfie.
but you're
Wolfie,
playing with
the
no
guy's
purpose.
name that I was talking about, the guy with the dreads, his name is Gomez.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Gomez,
Gomez,
yeah.
yeah,
Wolfie,
with a Z,
Wolfie.
isn't it, at the end.
Gomez, yeah.
Another thing as well. Yeah, fans of this generation. Like I feel like the generations of different generations. I feel like the old school generation. It would be totally different with Chelsea. These owners wouldn't be able to manage our club like how they're running now. Back in the days.
Well, no, but there's a difference. Back in those days, like you got to blame Margaret Thatcher for that because she privatized everything. Because this is one thing that's unique about the Premier League compared to other leagues. You'll find that in La Liga, Serie A, certain clubs are still owned by the fans, where they're not in England anymore. They're all corporations. So you're gonna get that, I'm afraid. That's corporate England for you, mate. Privatize and sell everything for more and more profit. I'm afraid that's privatization for you. I'm afraid not a lot
I
we can do
remember I
about
said
that.
on another stream as well that the Premier League is not the best league in the world anymore.
It
I'm
hasn't
sure
been
we
for a
all
long
agree
time.
now. Yeah, it
No
hasn't
Premier
been
Right.
for
League.
like about
The Premier
For like
since
5 years now
2017
at
for me.
least.
the Premier League is not the same how it used to be,
Right,
bro.
JK,
It's
right, listen to this,
absolutely
yeah?
Less
rubbish.
Listen to this.
quality,
Listen,
bro.
I'll give you an example of why the Premier League's not. Saudi League is a league known for money, just like how the Chinese League was about 10 years ago, and how the Russian League was about 20 odd years ago, 23 years ago, when they had all their billionaires take over their clubs like Shakhtar and stuff like that, right? If you're a serious, right, you really think, yeah, if say for example, JK, Barcelona bid for you, bro, but Barcelona have bid, I don't know, 50 mil for you. They're offering you a contract of 120 grand a week. All right, you won't be a first teamer yet, but you'll have the opportunity to come off from the bench every week and see if you can show your game to start. But then you get an offer from Saudi saying, all right, you'll play every week and we'll give you 300 grand. There is no way you're saying no to Barcelona, is it?
Of course, I ain't saying
But
no to Barcelona.
exactly. But it's funny how Benjamin Sisko would say no to Arsenal and no to Chelsea to stay at RB Leipzig. That's the
Yeah,
difference, bro. That's the difference. The Premier League is seen as a league where, yes, it's supposed to be the best league in the world, but realistically, it's also a league that destroys players. Why is
there's
it that
that
a
as
lot of
well.
players can play good no matter where they go
Exactly.
in the world other than England?
Because the Premier League has become a system game now. You know what I'm saying? As in, like, for example, I think Man
Too
City's
pragmatic.
Premier League win has kind of contributed to that also, in a
Mm.
sense of Man City dominated the league with a system, with a certain system. And what England likes to do, whenever they see something good, they'll copy. They'll copy everything. Do you know what I'm
I know.
saying? So that will come from the teams. So like, oh, let's create a system. Hence why possession-based football is becoming more popular. Do you know what I'm saying? In the Premier League, although it's not
Mm.
working for most teams, because you know the players
Well,
would
some of
just
these teams are not good enough to play the style they're trying to implement, but they do it anyway because they're trying to embed their philosophy.
because they're trying to
Use your
embed their
brain.
style.
Like, come on.
Exactly. This is the thing. And also, if you look at it, the wingers, and that's the reason why the wingers have decreased as well. The quality of wingers have decreased because they're
Yeah, too
asked to a
much
certain
tactical
role,
instruction.
hug the touchline, yeah, hug the touchline and just stay there as the what's it called, as the fullbacks invert. They're turning defenders into midfielders. Do you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the other. Oh no!
Goalkeepers into
Next thing you
defenders.
know, exactly,
Yeah.
false nine. The 10 should play the striker. This, that, and the other.
The
No,
the
this
You're
is the
gonna get a
problem.
false
10.5s,
goalkeeper soon, bro.
The
You watch.
copy, 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 copy,
8.5s.
copy. This is the
False
problem.
linesman. False
And now,
referee. Oh, that's
Wolfie,
VAR, isn't it?
I also
That's
believe
the
the
false
Premier League,
referee.
the Premier League is so heavy on PR. So the demand to win is less. Do you know what I'm saying? Hence why, whenever Arsenal, for example, they're second place, oh, what a season. I was listening to Lee Gunner earlier. And what he, listen, and the
Big up
reason,
Lee
and he,
Gunner.
what he's saying
He
is
knows me.
true.
I know
At
him.
the end of the day, a position is a position. Because at the same time, next season, everyone starts with 0 points. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's nothing. Everyone else has failed. I don't care what anyone says. Let's show someone else to
My
win a
missus says
trophy.
that.
The aim of the game is to
She's a
win.
Wolves fan. She says second, third, and fourth are just their first, second, and third loser.
Can
Thank
you
you.
imagine? Wolfie, this is the thing. The aim of the game of football is to win. Simple.
Mhm.
Period. I don't
Yeah,
care what
it is.
anyone says.
But then, let me give you an no. But thing is that you
But
just said it
England,
though.
no, Wolfie. The thing is England. They create this narrative that it's okay to not win anything. Our position is what matters, or progress. Next thing you have, as Dio said, the fans have decreased. Fans now saying, "Oh, I want to have a consistent style of play that entertains me, than win trophies." Make it make
But
sense.
What?
JK, like again at the same time, yeah.
And it's
I
only
think
ones in England that are
our
saying that. You're
players,
not going to get that in Spain. Spain, they don't
JK,
care.
our
They
Yeah,
just
you
players,
want
win and the
win
flags
trophies,
come out. Yeah,
trophies.
you're right.
our players would
They don't care at
understand.
all. Go on,
Our
deals.
players would understand what our club is, and these owners would have understand what our club is. On if our fans were passionate enough, because let's be real, yeah, if our fans was passionate enough, they would have shown these owners what this club is, bro. They didn't, bro, and that's the problem that we got, bro. JK,
Well, no, but the
because if
thing
you
is,
look at it,
but
yeah,
deals. The thing is, you're touching on a much larger scale, right? Because one thing about it is, if you're going to talk about the owners,
how
no,
how
listen, because you got to bring things into context, right?
I am bringing things into
No. Yeah,
context, bro.
listen. Don't ask me to give you my. I'll tell you. Just listen. The job they've got to do, the Chelsea owners now, even though they got to get recruitment right as well, which was the main problem we have with them.
Yeah.
They've still got to get a lot of other things right. Like they've still got to rebuild the structure of the club financially. Because if anyone thinks after, because you know all these charges and stuff, they're not done with us. You know that,
What I'm
right?
trying to say is to you, they didn't do their due diligence of what club they bought, bro. They just come into
No.
our club,
I
yeah.
understand that as well. I get what you're saying about because me and you have spoken about this off there as well about the tradition of Chelsea and. But the thing is, bro, when you go to Chelsea, you go to Chelsea Stamford Bridge quite regularly. You tell
Yeah.
me when was the last time the place was buzzing for kickoff?
I'd say since Tuchel. Last one you had
What,
Tuchel.
bro, that's it. Man didn't say 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Man said 3 years ago. Right, and that's the problem we have as Chelsea fans as well, brother. Like you say, it's the fans' fault. I'll agree on the passion side of you because one thing I will say is a different angle and the same point you've just made is I've never understood it, bruv. If you go to Forest, if you go to Liverpool, you go to even United at times, despite the fact they're getting P leaking on their head,
Newcastle.
bruv, that place is rocking before
I
kickoff.
disagree. I disagree on other clubs. I think it's
I
Well,
think
a
all
no, but
different
all
clubs,
right.
all
country.
Even
clubs
if you
don't have.
disagree on other clubs, you
I
can
think
still
there's
agree that
no.
it should be the same for
Different
us.
I think there's
countries.
no hype factor for
If
any
you look in
club. Even
France, yeah.
Liverpool, don't get fooled by Liverpool. They don't do that. They
If
don't
you
do
look
that
in
before
France, yeah,
kickoff.
and Italy, yeah. France and Italy, they shout. Their fans shout at their players, bro, and their
Yeah, of course
players
they do, bro.
learn, bro. Their players learn, bro. The players walk over and clap to the fans when that happens, bro.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
especially those
mean?
Italian ultras, bro. You don't want to
They
mess
don't.
around with them, bro.
They don't
You'll find
fuck
your car
around.
blown up.
They don't. They don't fuck around. Do you know what I mean?
Deals, do you know what? You
No,
know
they not, bro.
in France and
They
Spain,
got one of their players
in
like Tony
in
Montana. He's like,
France,
you'll get the win. I'll
Wait, and
take
you're
your
not even
car,
talking
mate.
about Turkey neither.
I think France and Spain. Let me tell you this. I think I said it already, but like, as I said, the demand to win in England has decreased massively.
Yeah,
Do you know what
that's
I'm saying?
true. But if you,
That's what I'm trying to
but the
say.
point I'm more
But
getting at,
Wolfie,
JK, is
the
that what
point
the
I'm actually trying
atmosphere
to
isn't
make.
that
Wait, hang
great
on.
either.
The one I'm trying to
Oh,
make is
big up
what Deals was
TT as
trying to
well in the
say.
building.
Yeah, but
Big
what
up
Deals was
TT.
trying to say is that France and Spain, when they know their fans demand more in the stadium.
Hmm.
I'm not
Hmm.
saying that we fans don't, or either the big six clubs don't, but then the thing is, there's other factors that also deteriorate the club from winning. For example, clubs like Chelsea, Arsenal are paying individuals to spew PR. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's
Finesse the fans.
and hence why you get fans that are saying, "Oh, we should back the owners, this, that, and the other." You know what I'm
Who's
saying?
saying
Oh,
that?
covering up an excuse, any sort of excuse, or you know what I'm saying? It's not only with Chelsea. When I was speaking, I was talking about football as a whole,
Hmm.
as a whole in England. Do you know what I'm saying? When I mean the demand to win is less, I mean it. The standards have dropped in English football. It's not as it not as it used to be. Do you know what I'm saying? As you see
Hmm.
pundits now, They're just glazing anything they can glaze. Do you know what I'm saying? And also, whereas back in the days, they speak the truth. Hence why you see these legends come out and speak the truth. John Obi Mikel, do you know what I'm saying? You think he's getting a job in England? No, because everything they need to keep positive. No matter how what's it called in England, everything needs to be kept positive.
It's got to be
Because
Disney. Yeah, I get you.
you know what I'm saying?
Coddled,
It's like a
coddled
Disney.
players.
It's like a
Otherwise you're
Disney
gonna hurt
movie, bro.
someone
Yeah, I know.
or this that, and the other. You're going to create an
Feelings
uproar. Do you
manager.
know what I'm saying? Hence why when I don't know, but do you remember on there was something going on what's it called? On Match of the Day, there was an error saying Man United are rubbish. I think that's what it said at the bottom.
No, that was
I
Sky
think
Sports. That was
it was
Sky
Sky
Sports. No,
Sports.
that was Sky News.
And then
Sorry, that
what's
was
it
Sky
called?
News,
What
and
they
it come out the
do,
bottom.
if this was Spain, they would have left it there. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they care about winning and they uphold the standards of football. Here in England, you speak the truth here. Oh, we can fine you, this, that, and the other. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they're too caring about making people happy. And this is why they do not win as much. It's the same thing with the England squad. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with also the English talent here. The young players, the reason why they fall off after a good season is because they feel like it's okay to just relax there. You know what I'm saying? Or I can play whenever I want. I've done this, then the other. You've done the bare minimum. You become an elite player if you do this consistently. Do you know what I'm saying? Hence why
Hmm.
you have people like Pedri, Gavi, they're still performing till this day. Do you know what I'm saying? The 17-year-olds that come from Barcelona, they play like they're 30-year-olds that know what they're doing. Because they know here the mentality is poor. Do you know what I'm saying? They accept winning. They allow winning. Okay, they allow losing. Do you know what I'm saying? There's always something. Oh, there's a phrase that England like to use a lot. Oh, they're winners in my eyes, although they've lost the final. Have you ever heard that? Oh, they're winners in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
eyes. You know what I'm
Even though
saying?
we lost, I'm still so proud of them.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And what
It's
Deals
the
is saying
effort
is
and
true.
PR. It's exactly
What
what you were alluding to earlier,
exactly?
but it's
And
the
what
feel
Deals was
good
saying is
factor.
true. It's facts.
That's why
It's because
Deals has
France
said
and
that many
Spain,
times. I don't want our club to be like Arsenal, and that's exactly how
yes.
I came from it as well.
And this is what I'm saying. France and
Oh, we're
Spain,
becoming
they
like
don't care
Spurs.
about their PR. They care about win. They're
But Spurs got
factual.
Taylor
They
Swift,
just get
bro.
to the point. Do you know what I'm saying? You didn't
You
win,
might
you're
get hurt.
poor. You know what I'm saying? Leon, do you remember what happened with Leon? They let them have a mic. They let their fan have a mic to speak to the players. They all made them stand there and face the fan. I don't know, Deals, do you remember? They all made they all
I
made the
remember that
players come
so
out. Yeah, do you remember? They all made the players come out. They let all fans speak, have their say on what's going on. They said you need to improve. They were speaking in France. You think they're gonna allow that here? If a fan ever does that, you saw what happens. You saw what happened. Remember what Timo Werner got abused and say, "Oh, Werner is the worst." He got his season ticket ripped off. He
Mm.
got remember Werner, get the hell out of my club. This time, you remember?
I remember with the
Yeah,
woman. Yeah, I
remember
remember.
when I got
I
abused
remember.
at the
So
open day training, and it wasn't abuse. You're saying get him out. You know what I'm saying? In France, they will not do that. I'm sorry. In France, they will let him have his say. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the
England,
mollycoddle.
man, I'm sorry. They don't want to win. It's a joke. I'm sorry. This is why the Premier League is not the best league in the world anymore. And it's anyways, it's only good for what it used to be. That's all. Nothing else.
Yeah, it's reputation alone.
It's
Big
disgusting.
up
I'm
And the
TT, by
sorry.
money.
the way. How are you? You with us?
Hello?
Hello.
Yay. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
What's good in the world of you, TT?
Sorry, what?
I said, what's good with you?
I think Tyrone's a bit nervous.
No comments. No comments. No comments.
What?
I'm here. That's about it.
Oh, right. Okay. Well,
Um,
what did you think of the performance today?
it was ass. It was shit. It was garbage. Stupid, foolish, trash, nonsensical.
What did you make of the
IQ
starting 11? Was you
declining.
just as
Yes.
confused as the rest of us?
I was when I saw it, I just laughed and I said, "What the hell is this shit?" Copenhagen are literally
That's what I
the best
said.
team in their league, and you're playing Morecambe and you start. Who else played? Tariq George. I mean, Tariq George I could understand. Like,
George.
Tariq George obviously played a role,
James
but
and
He got an
come on,
assist,
man.
bro. Big up the Tyree George.
Yeah, he got an assist, but come on, man, you need to take this match seriously. And then we literally saw that you had an inexperienced 17-year-old player that literally was not being able to be found in that first half, and then we had to make substitutions at halftime, and then lo and behold, in a matter of seconds, or well, minutes rather,
Literally 1 minute.
probably 90 seconds, we see Reece James having to score some goal from outside the box. So I didn't understand it, and I was surprised that Chelsea even won, because I generally just say, yeah, this is gonna either be a 0-0 or Copenhagen may just get a one goal and probably win the first leg. And then when they scored, after Chelsea scored the 2 goals, I'll say, okay, this is gonna probably end 2-2, because it was just giving away free kicks. The structure was out of the window. We made some substitutions and it just made no sense to me. I didn't see the impact that most of them had. Obviously, that's after the halftime substitutions.
I sleep from
I don't
set
know. It was
pieces
just
again, bro.
What did you not think of
Yeah.
Badashili coming back? What did you not think of Badashili coming back? 'Cause I thought
Well, he
he
was
was,
at
I
left
thought he was
back, wasn't he?
awful. I thought he was
Yeah, left
awful
back.
today. Still, I thought he was awful. Still,
Well,
you know
I
what-
felt for him. He's in the wrong place.
but you see with Badashili, yeah, when he comes back from injury, yeah, he's always like that though. He's always
he needs to get up to
playing
scratch,
poor
bro.
when he's coming back from injury. Still,
He's been out for a month or two. We've been out since Christmas, isn't it? So yeah, he's rusty as shit, bro. That's why he was played today, to let him break the rust. Because
bro. But if you look at it, yeah, though, he tried to play Gusto as a left winger, you know.
bro, like I said, with Deals, there's not a single one of the 5 of us that thought that made starting lineup made any sense whatsoever.
No,
And
but
that's
you know
why
why
I
he
asked,
probably done it. You know why he probably done it, yeah. Because like I said, I think he done it because of Leicester. You know, he had
well,
Leicester
fine,
in
he did
mind.
it for Leicester, but what I don't understand, if that's the case, you ended up bringing most of your better players on. So what was the point? So like,
'Cause
why don't you just
he
start the
always does
game
that.
and then
He
bring 3 or 4
overthinks.
kids along and sub
He
them off in
always
the second half early?
he always does it. He overthinks it and thinks, "Oh, I have to use this because that player's injured or something, or I've got Leicester soon." You know what I mean? Like, bro, like I don't know why he doesn't think of the game who we got on
Leicester,
opposition now.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I
horrible.
agree.
The
I agree
fact that
with you.
he,
I agree with you. That's why the first thing TT said when he said was that lineup was dog shit, was his precise words. I quote, which is
you
quite
know, if
funny
he's
listening to
scared,
him swear because he
if
doesn't
he's
swear.
really that scared of Leicester, that's very worrying.
Well,
This
this
is
is the
not
other
me.
thing I was going to say. If you're resting up your players for Leicester, I get it, the squad rotation and stuff.
Brother,
But
he had flipping Sancho, Chimpong, all sitting on the bench, bro. All of them were sitting on the bench. Neto,
Oh,
all of them were
Wolfie,
sitting on the
I
bench.
don't get it. Exactly, deals. You know what? This is what I don't understand at all. They say I'll rest this player for this game, this, that, and the other.
and then he ends up
But
bringing
you've
them
not
on.
played in a week. Isn't this game not good for the first team to get sharpness for the Leicester? Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm
No, you
sorry.
would have thought so. That's
I
why I
think
said
people are not
just start
thinking
them and then
about
take
match
them off.
sharpness. I genuinely think when Chelsea have looked better when they played more games. As in, like, the first team has played more games. I think we've looked worse when we've had a week off because of match sharpness. Do you know what I'm saying? I think they're those type of players that they can get rusty. And you can see it. You saw it today. When we started, we looked rusty. Do you know
You
what I'm
know,
saying?
another thing as well.
This is not excusing the performance, but yeah,
JK,
regardless.
first half, all of our players didn't look bothered, bro. They all looked like they didn't want to play, bro. You know what I mean? Second half, I don't know what happened, but he must have spoken to them and told them to pattern up, bro.
Well, if they're playing
Because
with no energy, that's on Maresca then.
no,
Because I'm not
100%.
being funny. That it's your job to set up the team. It's your job to motivate them, even though they should be motivated anyway as professionals.
But
And I'm
again,
not
at the
being
same
funny.
time, yeah, we might have got listen, first half, yeah, the way that Copenhagen was setting up defensively, yeah, they would like every time we put the ball forward, we didn't know like what was the plan. You know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah, there was no clear plan of attack. No, there wasn't. And I'm not being funny. There was no clear plan of defense because I'm not being funny. Again, we switch off on a set piece. The guy runs in on our
What did
right
you
hand
guys
side and
think?
just bangs on the header, bro. And there's
What did
3
you
men
guys
in
think?
front of him.
What did you
Not a
guys think
single
of
one is looking at him. It's
What did
embarrassing.
you guys think of KDH and oh yeah, Tiwa? What did you think of KDH and Palmer?
Who did you ask, Steels?
Tyrone.
TT.
Oh, TT. What did you think of the midfield pairing of the two?
Both were ass.
Yeah, they were. Is that all you're gonna say about it, TT? That you're both for us, or you got more to say?
It's pretty accurate.
It is, isn't it? I'm not flooring what
No,
he,
I said
what he
both,
said. It was
both were
perfect.
ass
Yeah?
hat. Ass hat.
Ass hat or ass
ass
tech?
hat. Cole Palmer is no ass ASS hat, as in what you wear on your head.
Ass hat. Okay. He's
Hmm?
wearing his
Yeah.
ass on his head.
Yeah. So
Well, to be honest, did
Yeah,
anyone actually believe
so-
Kieran Dewsbury Hall was actually good enough to come to us in the first place?
Nope.
No, I didn't. I thought he was.
I never understood.
I thought he would be
signing.
good enough to play for us, but I didn't think he would be like how he is now. How he's playing
Cool.
Well,
now.
to be fair to him, he hasn't had a lot of opportunity in the play, and I'm not being funny. I would say out of all the systems, because he was a bit more direct when he played for Leicester. So out of all the systems that he's been playing in recently, I would say this one probably suits him the least.
He's better than an 8. He's better in the 8 than playing in as a 10. I don't like him playing in as a 10.
Well, the thing is, Palmer can't
He's
really play
supposed.
there that much either.
But the thing is with Dewsbury Hall, he's that type of player. Like he's the player that you're supposed to have just in front of a double pivot or in front of a more deep lying midfielder, and then after there you'd have him collect the ball and then he passes the ball off. That's what he's supposed to do. But you don't have that because you're playing a 2-man midfield. That it's either that or nothing at all.
Mm. Does anyone else back me up when they say I think it's time for Palmer to get dropped? Does anyone think he should be dropped for Leicester?
He should be
doesn't need to
dropped
start that game.
until the next 3 matches.
I don't mind.
If next time he starts, just put him at the right wing or playing right attacking.
By the
mid.
way,
I think
he's
that's
not
what we're
getting
going
dropped.
for.
He's not going to get dropped because Maresca trusts him too much, bro. That's why he's not going to get dropped,
out
bro.
at this point.
I mean,
Though.
that may be the case, but I'm just asking out the 5 of us, man.
I don't think he's
say
going
drop
to.
him.
I don't think he's going to be dropped because Maresca would not do it. He would not do
Alright,
it, bro.
fair
He
enough.
has too reliant. He's too reliant on him.
But would you drop him, Deals?
Yes, I would, but they're not going to do it.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I heard your personals. That's what opinion. That's what I wanted to hear, so I heard it. So that's it. No, I don't think they'll drop him either. But to be honest, I will say this: Nkuku made a difference when he came on today because he's playing in a more because he was always kind of like a outside, inside sort of attacking midfield, and he could play on the left or the right. That's how he played when he was playing for RB Leipzig. So
Do you
he
guys
could
think that
kind of,
do you guys think Jorgensen should be back in goal for Sunday?
Jorgensen.
Jorgensen.
I don't mind because I think he's a better goalkeeper than Sanchez. So yes,
100%.
no offense. When it comes down to our conceding goals, it's not really down to our keepers that are at fault a lot of the time. Don't get me wrong, Sanchez has these moments, Jorgensen has these moments, but
Our defense has been poor.
exactly.
The
If the defense in front of him has been, no offense, bro. I need to see a Chelsea game where once when we lose the ball in transition, you don't beat one man and you're straight at our goalkeeper.
Do you guys think that Wesley Fofana will be back on the weekend?
I think so.
Well, if it means he can get a bit of fitness, maybe as a sub appearance, maybe. Because I'm not being funny. As much as I'm not his biggest fan, he makes a difference compared to the rest that are there. And I'm not being funny. Free tossing, start that guy regularly. He's our best defender.
100%, 100%, Wolfie. I'm 100%. I'm proud that you just said that because nobody says that Tosin's been our best centre back. You know what I mean?
No, because no one rates him because they're like, oh, he's former Fulham. He came on a free. We should sell him. We only got him because he was a free.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
man,
he's
he's been worth his weight, brother. He's been
Trust
that
me,
free transfer. He was a good signing, man.
I think he
people
should have
say
been
that.
started. I do think that Tosin and even Chalobah should be our regular starting center backs.
Chalobah's been
right
poor
now.
since coming back, though.
Doesn't
He's been
matter,
poor
but
since coming back.
But better
I'll
than
try Wesley
Levi,
and
and also
Tosin.
Fofana is injury prone. and so I don't want to rely on like on center backs that one is inexperienced and two can't stay healthy.
Well, Badashil's almost back. What about Badashil and Tosin?
No. I don't trust Badiashile. Not a chance. He's not.
At the
I
back?
don't trust him, man. I don't trust
What?
him at
No,
the back.
until
Bro.
Fofana's back.
So say that again.
And no, someone like Badashil to pair up with him until Fofana's back. Because I wouldn't mind seeing eventually seeing Fofana and Tosin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100. Obviously, Colwell. Like again at the
No,
same
I'm not.
time. I
Bro,
think,
I've
would
not been.
work
I've
for
not been a
Fofana
fan of
Tosin.
Colwell for a long time. JP knows, and I think JK knows this as well. I have
Do you
not
know
been
why
a
I
that
think?
guy's fan a long time.
Do you know why I think Maresca likes Colwell? Because he likes his passing.
Maybe transition.
What,
innit?
That's
respectfully,
that's
what
why,
passing?
Exactly.
bro.
I was gonna say he has no
Yeah,
good
exactly.
That's
qualities.
why. No, but he
His
likes him because of
tracking,
his
his
passing,
positioning,
bro.
everything is trash.
Hang on,
He
just
let
like,
me ask TT about that, right? TT, would you not agree with the analogy? Because you know when it comes to statistics and player analysis, would you not agree as well that also that Tosin has been our best defender this year? Or season, sorry.
Before I continue, I'm not a statistics person. No,
No,
I
player
don't go on
performance.
statistics. Yeah, they're not statistics. I don't believe in statistics. But yes. Tosin has been the best defender. He has been the best defender. I don't know what some people see, but he is the best defender. Literally, if he did not make some blocks, we will be losing matches or drop more points. So I don't get what a lot of people don't like him. I mean, they say he's useless. I mean, in terms of this is the problem that I have with fans. They don't understand the profile of the players that they have, and then when they don't do what they expect them to do, they get pissed. Tosin is not a
I
player who's going to be
agree.
doing
I
that
agree,
because he's never
Tyrone.
been a ball playing defender. So that's the thing. He's a shot stopper. He's not gonna be a ball playing defender. So his ball playing ability is not gonna always be good. He can make a little pass here and there, but
Get a
that's
midfielder
not
for
his
that.
game. He's not Rudiger. So that is the problem. But he's been the best, and that isn't really necessarily entirely good because it just shows how shit the other defenders have been. But yeah, he's been the best.
Isn't he
Well, hang on.
most experienced like our oldest center back we have right now?
do you know what the pundits were saying earlier? Palmer's playing bad because of there's no Jackson, there's no Nonny. That's utter nonsense, bro.
Well,
No, he's playing
Deals,
bad because he's playing bad.
Deals, that's what I
When
want
he
to
shot
ask you.
earlier
Like,
today, he didn't get his shot on target. So that's got nothing to do
Mhm.
with a Nonny's there, Jackson's there, Michael Jackson, Nonny
Word.
Jackson. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to get your shot on target. You don't get your shot on target, bro.
They were trying to sugarcoat the
Yeah,
performance,
he's English, bro. They're going to make as many excuses for him as they can, bro.
which goes back to my
He
point.
missed another shot. It'd be like the lunar alignment wasn't correct. So
This
no,
goes-
because the moonlight was dictating 1.2 inches to the left, it got in Cole Palmer's eye, and it distracted him. So he got his like shot 1.2 meters to the left instead. You know what I mean? He's gonna get that,
You
bro.
all know you know all
Told
know
you.
that I don't rate Nonny like that, innit? You lot
No,
know I
Nonny's
don't
shit,
rate Nonny
dude.
like Nonny
No,
shit.
I don't
Bro.
rate any of them like that because even though, despite their all talents as players as they stand, none of them are complete players, bro. So you know what I mean? Like, okay, don't get me wrong, not even
The
Palmer.
wingers are Maresca's problem, in my opinion. They're not
No,
touchline wingers. We all
I
know
don't.
that.
But the
It's a
thing is,
board
no, I
problem.
don't think the wingers are the problem. I think because I think it's you said it best earlier on, JK, when you said because of wingers nowadays in England being so stricted to systems because of tactics, because of how tactical the Premier League's tried to become as well. And you know what I mean? You don't get necessarily wingers that do well without instruction, like Jadon Sancho, for example. We all know that he can dribble and he can be a man, but we all know. But when you leave him one-on-one with a guy for
Do
most
you
of
know
the
what's
game,
funny?
he ain't
You
gonna
know
do
what's
nothing.
funny? Like you said, I think did JK or TY say this about the or did JP say this? I think our fans don't know our best players'
That's what Tyrone
attributes.
said, yeah.
TT said that
Yeah, that
they don't know what
TY,
our players'
you're
strengths
spot
are.
on. You're spot on, bro. You're spot on still. Because Jadon Sancho, yeah, we all know that he's not somebody that can shoot. Yeah.
He's one of
Yeah,
He's
he's not
somebody
out and
that's
out winger.
he's technically good on dribbling. That's what he's good at.
Mhm.
He's not good at shooting, or he's never been that type of winger that
No, you're
can
right. He's not
score
a goal
goals.
scoring winger. He's an assist guy
He's
or
good.
he's a play
Yeah,
guy.
He's
Yeah,
Might as well
he's
be
a
like
creator.
as an attacking
Yeah.
mid at this point for him.
He
Then
likes
And the
he
problem
likes to
and the problem
he
these
likes to
creative
drift
wingers
in.
have
He
as
likes to
well is
drift in a lot as well. He likes to
no, but the
drift
thing
in
is,
a lot as
the
well.
deals. The problem is though, yeah. I tell you what, there's been times our wingers have done their job and it hasn't made a difference. Like I've seen Jadon Sancho get to the byline near the goal and when he's looked up to pass to, who's there to pass to?
shit.
Exactly.
No,
There's no one
yeah,
there.
but
And then Palmer's sitting on the edge of the box. There ain't no one there. Or Jackson has slowly just started to do it more this season, but even
when
he
he when
doesn't.
he
There's no runners into the box, bro. Like you said with
when
JK said with KD
when he
it's like
KBH
it's with
earlier on.
Nkunku doesn't do that as well. He doesn't like being in the
when he was
box.
at Dortmund, when Sancho was at Dortmund, he had Haaland, he had Royce, all these guys with him. Like people
He
need
knew
to
how to
understand
finish.
what type of what type of player that Sancho is, bro.
That's
Yeah,
what I mean, bro,
he's good
about the
enough.
system. The
He's good
system
enough to
doesn't suit
play
the
for
players,
us.
bro.
He's good enough to play for us, but we don't have enough there for them to link up with.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's the
mean?
thing. Like, we've got JK said earlier about instead of using your players' strengths, you're trying to adapt the players to the system more than your system to your players. And we all know with how, say, the lack of quality of footballers nowadays, and the fact of a lot of them are jack of many trades but master of none. It's kind of like you need to make sure that people are in their best positions at the right time in the right place. And that's why we were all baffled about Maresca, because it's not just the fact his starting lineups don't make sense. Some of what he says doesn't make sense. Some of what he says is a clear lie. Some of what he says, if he does mean it, is kind of like, really? Then you're denying what's real. So
Wolfie, can I
it's
ask you a
kind of,
question?
yes, sir.
I'll let you finish, but I was like when you mentioned about like jack of all trades, master of none. How, you're the older one out of all of us here, so like how back in the day, how big was versatility like in players? Because it seems like nowadays they want to look for like I want to look for a fullback that can play in midfield but can also play center back,
Well,
and I wanted to play as a winger as
back in
well.
those
Or
days, JPT, I would say differently because one thing about it is, right, you had positions back in the day that don't exist now.
thank you.
Because don't get me wrong, right? This is the thing, because back in the day, we used to associate positions where players would start on the pitch, like an advanced left winger would be high up on the left-hand side of the pitch, waiting for the ball. Now it'd be tactically in a system nowadays, an
Up and
inside
down.
left forward, like a Jadon Sancho, who likes to pass and get involved in link play, but maybe not shoot himself. Now, and I'll give you an example. Mel's in the building. Like, big up Mel. Reece James in midfield today. Yeah, we found that a bit strange as well. Like Trent in midfield, exactly. Now, back in the day, right, when, say, for example, Arsenal, they had a player that could do a number 10 job and be sort of like a secondary striker, but drop into midfield. His name was Dennis Bergkamp, right?
I
He
remember
didn't
him
start.
still. I remember. Yeah, I remember
Right, he
Bergkamp.
didn't start as a player because he was he's like what Palmer is. He's known as a secondary striker. But let's not compare the two because I'm not Bergkamp smokes Palmer. There's no indication that,
A
for
bit
me
like
that Palmer has
a bit
anywhere
like
near Bergkamp's creativity and eye for a pass. Nowhere
a
near it.
bit like
So
Edgar Johnson, Edgar Johnson,
Johnson. Yeah.
I had a
Wolfie.
good Johnson, you mean?
Yeah, Edgar Johnson.
Yeah, he was like that. But the thing is, with him, he established that partnership with a two up front with Hasselbank. Quite often, he would drop behind Hasselbank, but sometimes he would go ahead of him too. Same thing with Drogba and Anelka, bruv. Who remembers watching Drogba and Anelka? Anelka would float to either the right or the left, and
Yep,
they would play off each other.
I
That's right.
remember.
Look at that example when we won the league.
And
So, you
Kalu
know what
as
I mean?
well.
Excuse me?
Kalu as well.
Yeah, Kalu, bruv. Solomon Kalu, another guy, bruv, that could play left, right, and as a striker. There was versatility, but Kalu was always better on the right. Malouda was always better as like a central midfielder where Ancelotti played him than as an attacking left winger where most of the other Chelsea managers played him.
Wolfie,
You know
you
what I
know when you
mean? Like,
spoke
we
about
talk
that,
about playing to a player's strength.
yeah,
Look what,
you know when you spoke about that, what you're saying is
Yeah.
similar
We'll
to
be
the
down.
Barcelona team that won, the 2015, 2016, the
Mhm.
Enrique team. That was
Yeah.
similar to that as well, where I think they had 100. Did they have 100 points? No, I don't think they did.
What do you think? Do you not think that Maresca
The Enrique,
copies an ex and tries to copy an X-Man system? Then is that what you lot basically
That's what
saying?
half these managers
wait,
are
what?
doing. They're trying to copy
Go on,
Pep.
Mel.
What you think? What you think they're trying to copy? Pep's system.
Yes,
Who's
they're
copying
trying.
Pep?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
they're trying to
bro,
reinvent
a
the
lot of
wheel.
right.
teams are.
Let me be real with you guys, right? I spoke to you guys about the clonage saga. This is like for me. There's been 3 clone sagas, right? In the 90s, it started off with Spider-Man. Right, he got a clone called Ben Riley, who went to become the Scarlet Spider. I know that story came off, yeah. Then there was the second clone saga when Jose Mourinho won with Porto, and then he came to Chelsea. All of his assistant managers like Andres Villas-Boas and Brendan Rodgers and all these guys, all the clones went off to have their own individual managing careers, all at varying levels. All right.
Yeah, they did.
So
Yeah,
then we get to the third clone age, which was the 2009, maybe up to two. With the greatest Barcelona every time out of the football team of all
yeah, the
time.
15-16 season. Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like then
yeah.
everyone wants to play tiki taka football, etc., etc., etc. But I've seen the clonage story too many times to be sucked in by it, bruv. This is why I said, and I said this. I believe I said this to you guys about the Conte thing. About Conte started off with a system when he first came to the Premier League, which he found out in the Arsenal game, got exposed. He ripped the whole thing up, went back to scratch with a system that he knew and trusted, and accommodated but bro, when we bought Marcos Alonso, no one knew who that guy was.
Right.
Let's be
No one
honest.
knew who the
Wow.
guy was. Yeah,
So it
I
was
didn't
just
know who
like,
he
but
was.
all of a sudden we've got a guy that can come forward. Because I'm not being funny. He's a guy that would suit this system right now to a perfect T.
Wolfie, remember when Victor Moses was a player that went out on loan a lot?
That's
You know what
another
I'm saying?
one.
He was not really part of the first team as much. But then
Well,
it was then Conte knew his strengths, and thereon,
exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
Played him attacking right foot. He knew he had defensive attributes and he could bomb up.
Exactly,
Bruv, I'm not being funny. He could do what Reece James dreams of doing, and that's doing bombing up and down the right to a league title. Now you
exactly.
can say that as pure hate if you want, but I'm not being funny. At right this minute, when it comes to major honours at Chelsea, even though Reece James has won the Champions League, I will give him that. But he wasn't integral to that. There was a Cesar Azpilicueta there ahead of you, by the way, who was our captain. Long live the Spaniard.
And this is
So
the
you know, what I
thing,
mean,
Nathan
like a lot of
Ake.
people think, even though he was there, he was a mastermind before. No, he wasn't. It was Mon Capitan Azpilicueta, my friend, one of the
Nathan
greatest
Ake,
defenders I've ever seen at Chelsea.
Wolfie, Nathan Ake is not the defender he is today if it's not for us. Do you know what I'm saying? And if it's not
Well,
for
this is the
Conte,
thing. This is what I say about
in
it's
my
the waste
opinion,
of talent, bro.
this is what I'm
This is
trying to
what I said
say.
about the Conor Gallagher's and the Nathan Atkins. And there used to be a Trevor Chalobah's. There used to be a time when you prided yourself in your academy players.
But
They
Wolfie, the
don't
thing
do that
is,
now, bro. They makeshift
exactly,
weight. They're pure
is
profit now.
that's the thing. But then also when bringing in academy players like we did with Ake, like he made sure that you can't players like Ake, like when like let's say players like who should I say right now as an example? Oh, flip sake, flip. Okay, let's say Achim
Mm-hmm.
Pong. Players like Achim Pong are suitable for first team
Musiala.
football. They're suitable for first team football when the environment already is complete. Do you know what I'm saying? Where you, for example, you have someone who's won already. For example, you have, let's say, Gary Cahill, you have John Terry, this, that, and the other. Do you know what I'm saying? They're suited for first team football if they're winning. If they were winning winners, do you know what I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
how really young people should be integrated. And that's how it's been back in the day with football.
Yeah, absorbing
Like,
the
you know what I'm saying?
mentality. This
Exactly,
matters. Yeah,
because
exactly.
they get in a mix of the mentality. They what it is, yeah. They inherit their mentality, so they don't have to worry about oh, I'm too young, this, that, and the other. Right now, what we're doing, we're galvanizing young players without no experience. Not only Chelsea, to be honest. But if I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people are not smart with it. Do you know what I'm saying? So if I'm gonna be honest with you, that's another aspect of football. Is
That's
that young
modern
players are
football,
not
bro.
being integrated properly. You see, John Terry, when he first came in as a youngster, he wasn't. He didn't come in when he did. We were still winning. We were winning. He was with winners. Do you know what I'm saying?
Desai.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Desai. He was with what's it
World
called?
Cup
He
winner,
was with
mate.
Viali. Do you know what I'm saying? He was with
Hold it.
the other guy, Frank Ribery.
Frank
You know what I'm
Ribery.
saying? No, not Frank, not Ribery. Sorry, flip's sake. Oh my
Rude
god.
Hullet.
Well, Lamp.
Not okay. Yeah, sorry. Rude Hullet. I
That's
was
what I just,
thinking
Nah.
yeah,
something else.
Rude,
No,
bro. He's one of the
I was
greatest
thinking
players of
something
all
else.
time,
No, I
bro.
was thinking.
Don't mess
I was
about with
thinking
the
something
Rude,
else. I was talking about
ravishing
something
Rick
else.
Rude.
Yeah, Rude Hullet was there. Big Rude. Yeah, man. But
Zola.
that's another factor as well when it comes to football. Yeah, but football is going down a cliff, and if I'm gonna be honest, it's sad, man. It's a sad
It
thing.
used to be known as the beautiful game. Now it's who to blame. There you go. How
Yeah,
about that? They spun
yeah,
it.
that's a great quote. There's now who to blame. Ah,
Eric, is anyone actually feeling confident for the Leicester game on Sunday? Does anyone think that we'll pick up three now that everyone's rested?
oh yeah, we should. Yeah, that should be a walk in the park.
Well,
I won't-
no, but hang on. Ipswich beat us away.
Yeah.
No, but if it was away, maybe I understand. But at home, come on, we can't
But
lose
is
this
it
game
home
at
or
home.
away though?
It's at
I
home.
swear. But
We're at home, Stamford Bridge.
At
if
home.
you're at home, all right then. All right.
I won't
Yeah,
feel
like
confident until I see the starting lineup because I don't know what Maresca's gonna
Bro,
experiment
even when
with
I see
this
the
week.
starting lineup, I might still be nervous. I ain't gonna dress this up.
I'll say, but if we
we
come up with
shouldn't
any
lose to Leicester. I'm
experimentation like we
sorry.
did, we shouldn't. We shouldn't lose. We shouldn't
Yeah,
lose to Ipswich. But that's what I'm saying. We when it comes to games like we shouldn't have to lose or we shouldn't need to lose to them. But yeah, with what this manager puts out, with what these players, as you mentioned, from the start of the as the whistle blew for the game to start, they weren't on it. They weren't look like they cared to win. They just didn't give a fuck.
yeah, you're right.
So what makes you think they're gonna do it against Leicester, who's also fighting to a relegation battle?
That's why I said I might not be confident even when I see
Now
the
you
line.
make a good point because
But I want to see Pedro Neto as false nine though, because he looks like he can do the job. He knows
yeah,
how to finish.
yeah, I know he's
Jackson,
a very good.
take note.
I feel like he can become a good goal scorer in Neto if given the chance.
Mhm.
In my
Well, I'm not being
opinion,
fake. He's got a vicious left foot, bro.
Does
That guy's got a foot on him.
he just
he
smashes
knows
it
where the
in.
nets? He knows where the net's at.
Yeah, bro.
It's
He
not.
knows how to
People
put
say
his
he's
foot
only
for it.
scored against Southampton, but look at the Arsenal game. That was a great goal. You know what I'm
Yeah, it
saying,
was.
man?
Yeah.
That was a very good goal. It's very I like it. But yeah,
Also, Arsenal like lacking or just like falling asleep for like a second because they gave him so much space to
yeah,
take that shot.
that as well. But yeah, we'll see what
Whoa.
happens.
Sorry, Rosie. Sorry, gents. That went.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
wow. Well, I hope he's all right and he's not arse over sit in a ditch somewhere. Like,
Yeah,
wow, you ain't got to apologize, honey. If your son's
yeah.
just being a bit silly, then you deal with your son, mate. You ain't got no reason to apologize to us. We're good. Don't worry. You were
You'll be
Mister.
right.
Congratulations to Rangers for their 3-1 win
Oh
today as
yeah.
well. That was a bro. They
That-
should have won about 5-1, bro. You,
Five.
you should have seen Mourinho on the touchline hopping up and down. It was a thing of beauty. It was quite funny.
Two
Right.
disallowed
Our
goals.
cousins.
Yeah, because I'm not
Yeah.
being funny. Even the way he said, they asked Jose, it was 3-run a good result. I think it's a fantastic result considering how bad it could have been.
I
That's
can't see any
crazy.
comments. What's going on?
Yeah, I like Jose, man. He
Yeah,
don't mince
I
his
was.
words.
To be fair, I was watching
Considering how
that
bad
game.
it could have been, that was
I was watching that
fantastic.
game as well. The way they took their goals were class. I can't even lie to you.
Bro, Rangers were determined and hungry. What is it about Thursdays, Ro? What is it about on Thursdays you guys always play well, but over the weekend you just play shite?
That ain't
What is it?
just.
What is it?
Hope that ain't just.
Hang on, wait. He went to watch the Rangers game and he's been drinking since 5 p.m. Jesus
me.
Christ. What was he
Is
drinking?
Rose a Rangers fan?
Yeah.
Is Rose a Rangers fan? Yes, despite her name, yes. She's not a red, she's a blue.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely, 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 lovely. We like that
Simply
here.
the
Oh, we like
best.
the blues people. Lovely, lovely. She's just laughing.
Lol. Simply the best.
Dun, 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 better than
Better
all the
than
rest.
all the rest.
Oh,
Yeah.
we beat Celtic 3-0 at the weekend. Yeah, I'm sure with their 57 million point gap, they're worried.
Now Celtic will smash Rangers next week. I just see whenever they go to Celtic Park, they actually get a beating, and it's disgusting. I'm
Yeah,
being
I
so
know.
real. Whenever Rangers go to Celtic, they get a beating
I'll tell you
badly.
what, though. One thing I will
Yeah,
say about Rangers, right, and this is class. I have to say, if I can be at Ibrox, right, on any night, I want to be there on a Thursday. I want to be there on a European night. If they get Champions League football somehow at one point, because they should get Champions League football actually next year. But I would love to be at Ibrox on a Europe. It's like Anfield on a European night, man. It's got a special atmosphere about it.
Mm.
I think
There's something
both
good about it.
Celtic both the Celtic clubs, both the Celtic Giants, I think they've got one of the best atmosphere in the UK, in my opinion. I think they're the best atmospheric places in the UK.
Boo, surgically remove JK is the cry. Why, oh, why, when your comments pass by.
Bro said surgically remove, man.
Yeah, so she did,
Anyways,
boo, surgically remove JK. We can't do that. I don't have a
lol.
scalpel.
No, I'm not wrong though. You watch next week. Celtic will smash
Well,
Rangers.
you know, you said that we were talking about the football atmosphere in England. You know what? Yeah, if there's one nation I have to say that always do it for the atmosphere, and it's always like a carnival. Go Germany.
Yeah, Germany's
Germany,
good.
bro. I'd love to go Dortmund and Champions League night. That would be mad in the yellow wall. That
Oh
would be
Yeah,
man.
that's a good
crazy.
experience. Yeah,
That would be
me and my
and you
brother
know
have been
what?
talking about it as well.
And you know for a fact as well, nothing wrong will happen to you, bro. Those Germans are going to be jamming. Those Germans are going to be cheering. They're going to be drinking their beer, eating their Knockwursts. They'll be fine, bro. They ain't hurting a single soul.
Also, going to one of the Scottish games will be a good shout, like Ibrox, as you said.
Yeah, bro.
Even
I
Celtic
love.
Park.
A lot of places from outside of England, from what it looks like.
You know what? I
even
tell you what. If
pronunciation
there's one thing as well,
perspective,
yeah,
it's really great.
listen to the Scottish commentary on the Scottish games in Europe.
Oh
It's
yeah,
way
I
better
watched
than
the
the
Old
English.
Firm. Yeah, I
Hey,
watched the Old
Rangers
Firm
have done it
derbies.
at
Yeah, I
Ibrox.
watched them. Yeah,
They've
I
taken
watched
their
them.
chances, and he's lashing in the back of the net. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I
there's
don't have a good,
passion.
I don't
Like,
have
you
a
know
good
what I
Scottish
mean? They
accent.
mean that shit.
I don't have a good Scottish accent. All I know, I just know how to say
Oh,
Rangers in a
thanks.
Scottish accent. That's it. That's just about it.
All
Hope
right.
that ain't just
This ain't okay. Whoopsie daisy.
for flip's sake. But yeah, the
That's
Celtic
that's
commentary. I
about
mean,
all the
Scottish
bloody like
commentary is the
Scottish
best.
I know. But yeah, so scorelines, boys. What do we think the score will be on Sunday? Bell says German stadiums are crazy fun. I went last season to the Allianz Arena, but we lost. But it was an amazing European away trip. Well, big up to Mel. She was in the big Red Bull. That must have been an amazing experience because Germans are very nice people. They are very nice, despite like what you may read about them in history books. They are a very lovely people and they're very kind, and they're also a very prideful people. If you talk about anything that happened during the war, oh, we don't want to talk about this. You know what I mean? Like they're very sensitive about their history, but big up to them, and I love
Yeah,
them.
I think anyone would.
Yes, sir. They're not as shy about. They're more shy about their history, more than say a country like Israel. So there you go. JK, that's a terrible Swedish accent. All right, okay, no, that
Swedish.
was meant to be Scottish.
I wasn't intending to do Swedish accent.
I think that's a gag. But don't worry,
Oh my
don't worry,
gosh,
JK. We'll be
Swedish.
surgically removing her soon, so it's all good. It's
Yeah,
all
we'll
good.
surgically remove you, Rosie. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, and TT, are you still awake or with us, or is he not there anymore? TT. I was
Okay,
gonna ask him
that's
for
a Swedish. That's the Swedish accent. I'm sorry.
what? Well, I just did TT.
No. He's like, no, he's not there anymore. Something like that. I don't.
Oh, is he not there anymore?
Yeah.
Well, right now I can. I'm not going to talk about what the accent. I can barely speak English, bro. I'm
Wait,
still
Wolfie,
no
are you?
English,
Do
no
you live in
English.
England or?
Yeah, I'm joking. I can speak the English. I'm just
No.
joking.
Like, I'm not saying are you? Do you live in England? I'm kind of curious. So.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone. But I'm only joking, TT. Yeah, I live in England. I live in the East End, bro. I live in the East End of London, in a lovely
Oh,
little
you
place
don't
called
live in London
Leytonstone.
then? Oh wait, you live in the East End. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm a real
Lovely.
East Ender. Don't believe the shows. It's bullshit. It's like Tom and Jerry.
Green Street, you're a Green Street lad, yeah?
Green, bro. Do I look like a West Ham fan to you?
No. It's just the thing. I
Green
just say it
Street,
to
yeah.
East.
Like
I say it to
you
people from the
fucking
East.
having a
That's
bubble,
all.
mate.
I
You
only, I only
want
just,
fucking good, son. Leytonstone, good area
I
near
only,
Upton
only say
Park.
it to people that are
Yes,
from
it
the East.
is.
I say
Mel
it to
knows
everyone.
about Leytonstone. Go on, Mel.
Yeah.
That's why she's everyone's favourite Canadian. Blame Canada. It is near Upton Park. I used to get into there for £1 as well, Mel. I watched Arsenal play West Ham at home for £1. How about that?
Mm.
And I'm talking Henri Arsenal, by the way. I'm talking Bergkamp, Pires, Lundberg, all for £1. I did Scouse accent. Oh, go on then, JPT. Wow us with your Scouse accent.
I didn't do it. That was JK when he said it at the end.
Oh, it did. Oh, it did Scouse. I thought you said I did Scouse.
No, it
I
says
got some family
Yeah,
in the
I
East
think
and
when I
hang
did
on.
it sounded scouse.
Oh, big up to Mel. So she knows. Oh, you got. Oh, well, next time you're over, Mel, please give us a shout. Bet you missed those days. Oh yeah, you bet your life, honey. I got to see all those. Because that's the thing. When I was young and I was getting into football, I used to watch every Leighton Orient, West Ham, anyone we could go. Really, I watched Man
Was that
United,
where West
Chelsea,
Ham?
Upton Park, Arsenal, Upton Park, Spurs, and I never paid more than £1 because back in those days, if the ground never filled out completely, they used to allocate cheaper tickets. There used to be like 20 quid for adults, but if you were like under 16, 17, you'd get in for £1. And luckily,
I know
I was
my
14 and I had
cousins
my
did
library
it.
card to prove it.
My cousins did
Boom!
that as well. I can't lie, when they were younger as well. That's what they told me. That they would
Bruv, I'm
do.
telling you, bruv. You think
Yeah,
football is good now. I'm telling you, bruv. It was shit now compared to what it used to be, and it's way overpriced.
that's
That's
the
the
thing.
thing. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like paying 50 grand and then you get a clapped out 20-year-old Skoda. It's
Wolfie,
just like,
remember the times where loyalty points wasn't a thing back in the day.
yeah, yeah.
And loyalty points was not a thing back in the
But I
day.
remember a time you could drink and smoke inside the stadium.
Yeah, now they banned it, but it's kind of understandable. But yeah, yeah, that's
Not
the thing.
really, because how is it back in the day, yeah, before the I'm not going to get into what a tragedy it was, Hillsborough, before the adjusted safety laws in England, for where it was a standing capacity to a sitting capacity, there used to be twice the amount of people in these stadiums, and they used to drink and smoke, and never used to be a problem.
It's not really
Think
about
about
like
it.
that. Is that, but then there's also I think they're trying to avoid less, throwing on the pitch, cups in the pitch and
But
all of that.
basically, yeah, it's human nature to be promiscuous and fucking stupid. If it wasn't for football hooliganism, in the 80s with things like, the Chelsea Headhunters, the
Yeah,
IC,
football hooliganism is
the
the reason why you can't
IF,
drink
and all
in the
them lot.
stadiums now. That's the thing.
Well, they're the reason why security was always big, and terrorism, of course, but there was always like the reason why football. That's the reason why football got so expensive because so much more had to be dedicated to it. It's mad.
Yeah,
When I worked for KFC, you got 6 pieces of chicken, 4 fries for £6. It cost that for 4 fries now. Hey,
Wolfie.
Rosie, I used to buy a chicken and chips, yeah? I thought when I used to go swimming every week when I was 16, I used to be able to buy 4 wings and chips. That's 4 whole wings and a chips, like full to the box, for £1. When I went to the same place when they reopened a couple of weeks ago, £3.50.
About
Three
the
pound
football thing.
fifty. That's
Yeah, I
inflation, man.
remember. But about the football thing, Wolfie, like
Yes, sir.
there's that and also. But did the Scottish Old Firm games? Yeah, they're not allowed away fans.
Yeah, too violent.
Yeah, because
But the thing,
that I,
but there's political history behind that one.
yeah,
That's the thing.
funny enough, I kind of watched the video of that 2 weeks ago, and it's crazy. It's basically more of religion, so like Catholics versus the Protestants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, the
and
thing
it's
is that I'll
messy,
give
man.
you
It's
another
crazy.
example. There's another
Yeah,
reason why Madrid and Barcelona hate each other so much. It's not just because of that. It's because Madrid replaced Catalonia or Catalonia
yeah,
land
I
at the
remember that
time,
as well.
or Barcelona as the head or the capital of Spain.
Of
And don't
Spain,
forget,
yeah,
as you know, in Catalonia, the Catalonian royal family rule.
yeah,
So, and that's different between how some. It's basically this goes back to the Napoleonic age, where certain places were still ruled by their monarchy compared to certain places that had what we would consider a modern government. So that there's long hatred from there between the traditionalists and the royalists and all that
yeah.
kind of ists. So
But
it
then,
gets peak in
when you
places, man.
think
That's
about,
why as well. If you look at, say, for example, in Turkey, uh, because of Fenerbahce and Galatasaray, because of the Kurds and stuff like that. There's certain people believe these guys are just how, say, with the Catholics and the Protestants, with certain. I'm not going to go into. I don't want to get fucked up or shot, so I'm not going to go into the political. And trust me, but you need to. And there's one derby as well. It happens in Poland, right? That not many people talk about. It's called the Krakow derby, bruv. And I'll tell you what, yeah, the game's so bad, police don't even go.
yeah, that's crazy. Man,
So
that is
there's
crazy.
plenty of mad derbies out there steeped in history Liverpool, Man
Plenty
United,
of
another
derbies.
example. One city believed the other one robbed it, and it was just hate ever since.
Yeah, 100%. I think
Well,
these
yeah,
derbies, I think these overhyped derbies like the Arsenal and Tottenham or the Madrid derby, they're nothing. You need the derbies. This is why I say, for example, the ones that I know of, the Celtic Rangers derby is the best I think ever for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's actual political. Okay,
there's
when
real
some
hate
when
there. That's what you're
exactly because
saying.
there's
There's real
actual
hate
real
there.
hate is beyond football. When it's football, yeah, oh yeah, obviously this team's in the same cut. This team is in the same city, and oh, we need to compete who's the best. No, no, not really for that. But like, I want derbies that have something more to it. Do you know what I'm
You
saying?
want it to
Where
mean
it's actually
something.
life or death. We need to win. This is Celtic Rangers. It's why I like
Yeah,
to
do
watch
or
it.
die. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's do or die. That's the thing. So I love it.
Hang on, Tyrone's back. Hang on. Right, so quickly, lads, let's get a I'll start with TT if he can hear us and he's with us again. TT, what do you think the result would be for on Sunday? I think it's Sunday with Leicester.
I think that. Can you hear me? Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on these days with me and Streamer. It keeps kicking me off. I think the result will be a draw. I'm probably being too positive. I don't know. I just think it's gonna be a draw. I think it'll be like a 2-2 draw. Um, yeah, because I think based on what I saw in the Copenhagen game, I believe that if they had taken their chances, it would have been a draw. But at the end of the day, as I said before, I just don't know. There's been this massive decline in the way that the team plays, and I don't know. As Neil said before he left, I I think Cole Palmer needs to be dropped, but I don't see him getting dropped. So I think we're gonna still see some locker
That was me,
productivity.
but
He's not been,
yeah, I hear you.
yeah, and he's I still don't think he's gonna score a goal. I think he needs time on the bench so that he can, just get that opportunity to just focus on his game, because the whole narrative is that if he doesn't do anything, then the team does nothing. So that plays on his mind as well, and then that is something that I think many people don't think about. So if he gets that chance, because he's been pissed poor for so long, um, I think it allows the team to have to come up with a different solution, and then we see something. But I just don't see a win. But that's just me.
Ah, fair enough. JK, what are you saying for the scoreline on Sunday?
We should win this 3-0.
All right, short and sweet. We should win this 3-0. All right, then, no problem. Why do you think we should win it 3-0?
Because Leicester are actually okay, cool. Maybe over the okay, maybe there is a chance they can try. They could get something, in the sense of what, since they've had a week to prepare, their eyes will just all be on that game. In a sense of when the relegation teams where they want to stay up, they really push hard. They turn into Barcelona sometimes. So that's kind of my fear. But in a sense, Southampton were kind of like we kind of I kind of thought the same thing for Southampton, but yeah, they didn't really offer much, and I just genuinely think Leicester they don't have the quality to I think get 3 points. Unfortunately, okay, not even unfortunately. That just me, that's I'm just me sounding like a Leicester fan, but yeah, but if I'm gonna be honest with you, I just don't see Leicester winning. Maybe
Fair enough.
they can make it difficult. They could make it difficult, but yeah, I just don't see them winning. Because I don't think they have the quality. That's the thing. So yeah, we'll win this game, and
Fair
we're
enough.
at home. So yeah,
So you big team, my brother. What are you
we don't
feeling?
lose a lot of games at home. But yeah, go on JP2.
I'm gonna guess a 2-1 Chelsea win. We're not gonna keep a clean sheet. Um, I won't be surprised if Vardy gets a goal against us, and it'll be a close game. But yeah, no, as what JK and TT were saying, Leicester
We've
are
got no
gonna be
confidence.
fine.
We know that much.
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause we don't even know who is gonna be playing. We don't know who's gonna come in healthy. See what type of strategy or lineup Maresca's gonna come with. if he's going to make the right subs on time. He did today, thank goodness, because you don't know what to expect, whether it's going to be halftime subs like from Resco or 85th minute subs for the very
Yeah, his
first time.
earlier ones were always better than his later ones. I'll give you that, man.
Exactly. So if he's proactive, then yeah, okay, we should be winning this at least 2-1, maybe 3-1. But just from what I'm expecting for this squad, it'll be a close 2-1 win. Gonna go a little less confident going into the second leg and this Arsenal game for the following week. But yeah, as long as we don't get any injuries, as long as no suspensions, because I know Caicedo is walking a very thin line. Potentially missing, was it 2 or 3 games if he gets another yellow card? So actually, I'm not even sure if he should be even playing this game on Sunday. I won't be surprised if it's what James or not. I mean, it could still be James and maybe Enzo, and then have Joshua Champong be on as the right back.
We'll see how he spins it. We'll see how he spins it. But me personally,
To be
I'm gonna go
fair,
with
okay.
JPT on this. I'm gonna go 2-1. Hopefully we'll win, but we'll make hard work of it. We'll make very, very, very hard work of it.
Yeah. I also JPT on the Arsenal game. I heard Saka might be back for that.
That's what I heard at first, because when he first got injured,
Yeah.
he said like they might be around like late March. But then I spoke with Miss Molina, and she said maybe it's looking like April. I don't know. Either way, even if Saka, they don't even need to bring Saka in to face Chelsea, because they'll
Yeah,
still
same.
be on the
I
better
don't
side.
even if
Well, yeah, they got a much stronger defense than us, and they'll get
yeah,
us at
that
set pieces because we're useless at set pieces.
I know
Very
defense is
useless.
trash. They're going to be scoring goals. I know. That's the
It's
thing.
at the at the Emirates. Remember what happened last time?
I wouldn't say 5-0, but what's gonna happen is that I think Arsenal
Big
have
up,
so many
Jordan.
chances. But yeah, but anyway, that's a stream for another. That was
Yeah,
just that's
that'll be another day with Miss
oh
Melina
yeah, to
here because she
answer.
just asked us about
I
doing a
think Rosie
preview.
said something in the chat. They said they've changed it. Apparently they are having away fans. But yeah, yeah, I know about that.
Well, she also said you have an JK is from Sweden, an accent from the Netherlands.
Oh, that was ages ago.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but it was still funny though.
lol. But
But look,
anyways,
yeah.
yeah.
Has anyone else got anything they want to say before we round this up?
No, bro. I'm
I want to
good.
do something quickly if I'm allowed, Wolfie.
Sure.
The whole stream went silent, bro.
Well, he wanted to do
Am
something,
I
so we're
allowed to?
waiting.
Okay, calm.
No, you did. I didn't get an answer. I wasn't gonna. I didn't want to be very
Right,
impulsive and
JPT said
repulsive.
do it, and I put my hands up to say, be my guest.
Yeah.
I didn't listen. My streamer just
Fine.
asked up.
Do
I
your
didn't hear
thing. You ain't
anything.
got to
Just blew.
apologize for it. Just do your thing, TT. You ain't got to apologize for it. We're good. Don't worry. Go on. Do your thing.
All right. So I just posted a video on Lauren James.
Oh yeah, the
Many
Chelsea
people
women.
don't care about the women's team. So probably wrong market, but
We should
No,
care.
I think the women's team's cool.
Yeah, the women's
Undefeated.
team are great, man. I know about the women's team.
So do I. And
You
she
know, you
did
should
some good
do
videos on them as well, to be
an
honest.
analysis on what's Chelsea's number 10 or 11, the one from flipping Denmark,
Is it Macario? No. You're talking about
the one that's always smiling.
yeah, I'd be lying if I knew like where they're from. There's no
Ah,
Macario, no
you would know.
Ramirez. Kubers?
Tyrone should know
You're
this. Come
cool.
on,
You're
help me
cool,
out,
bro.
man.
Hopefully your son's alright. Don't worry about that.
Tyrone, I'm sure you know. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. He watches the women's team.
Well, they're less depressing than the guys. I'll give them that.
Anyways.
They give hope.
Our Chelsea Angels. Sorry.
I would
Forgive my
say though,
immaturity there.
I would say that it is criminal how empty that stadium is when they're performing better than than the men's side have in the past 3 years. That stadium should
Yeah.
be filled every game. Give them support.
They've even
Is
lost their
he on the
manager. You
way
know,
home,
Emma
Rosie? That's the
Hayes.
main thing.
They've even lost Emma Hayes. You see what they're doing.
And we
As
replace
in,
Emma
like,
Hayes with someone just as good as her. Finn
yeah,
Bump
Yeah,
that's what I'm
Passport
saying.
exactly.
killing it.
Don't worry, don't. We can still offer pot on the woman's job, though. Don't rule it out, boys.
That's crazy.
But TT, so are we just plugging in like the video like you last made?
Yeah, he did a recent post. He tagged me on Twitter.
It was good.
Emma Hayes is a twat. Yeah, she is a twat.
She
So yeah,
was.
no, she's happy with the other butch mean women in America. Don't worry, she's at home.
That's a successful twat. Successful twat. There we go. Kim Kardashian of twats. That makes money.
Big up, Mel. Thank you for your help, and likewise, Rosie. But yeah, we'll round this off. Big up everyone that's showed up today, and big up to everyone that's been in the building and dropped up and said hello. Big up Rosie. Big up Mel. Big up JK. Big up Deals. Big up. Oh, there he is. There's baby TT. Big up. How you doing, brother? Yeah, Jordan. Big up to everyone. Big up everyone that's been in the chat as well. DJ. Oh, he got an As soon as he saw his pit. Bless him. Big up to everyone that's been around. There was anyone I've missed. So TT was here. DJ Crane was here. Deals was here. Oh, Mama Flossie was here. Mel, obviously, herself. Please subscribe to Mel and her channel. Please subscribe to Rosie and her channel. Please subscribe to JPT and his channel. But yeah, big up to everyone that's been on. It's been a good chatty stream. We've been going on for about an hour, 45 minutes. So, I missed the show. Damn. Big up, Ross the boss. Eric the Red turns up late, but there you go. Never too late when you get to say hello, though. So big up, Rossi. Hope you're doing all right, bro. We were going an hour and 45 minutes, so next time be on time. You snooze, you lose. Roses late as hell. Yeah, well, it's been a good show, man. Good stream. You got plenty to catch up on. But look, we're out of here. Everyone stay safe. We'll catch you later. And stay safe, Eric, as well. Big up to Jordan as well. And Rosie, hopefully everything goes okay with your son. Like, get him home. But anyway, everyone, good night. Stay safe. And we're out of here. Peace.